take up the story and say, make we look into it. Imagine that. An international newspaper run a story about your opposition leader and not one single media house in a Jamaica. Take it up and say, make we look into it. But all I know, if Andrew shit and no wipe him ass, it is on front page. Because on the endorser in chief tell you know what to do. Yes, on the endorser in chief. The man who come out and say, what him say? Well, let me play it back there. What him say? He say, no, this is not, where's the original one? The one when come out and say, it is Marky G time. The one when come out and say, it is Marky G time. Hold on, I soon find that one there. Right? So all the good news that is going around, the reverse tax credit to the people. Yes, and I want to know, all of the comrade bloggers them. And now no apply for no $20,000 yet. And now no apply and get it yet. But remember, you know, say TikTok money, taps and roses money. No qualify, you know. You have to pay your taxes. Taps and roses money no qualify. So me know say people like Reedy can't get it. Yeah. People like Reedy will live off of the taps and roses. Him can't get this. This is enough for him one. This is enough for him. Him can't get it. Right? I'm going to big up my brethren Akan, you know, because I realize that Akan see the foolishness where Reedy are going and decide to take himself. So me have to big up Akan see the principle and say, me and you used to there reason for the facts of the country. And all of a sudden you take the little PMP money and you don't need that. So me I take on myself. So me want to big up Akan. Me have to big up Akan for that move there. Akan now stay around the evil. Angie Brown, I see you rolling in. Akan not staying around the evil. Akan say me I take with myself. Right? I can say I love the country, so I not go and sit down with nobody where I collect 100 Canadian a month to tell life on it. So me here, me not sure. But if I not so, I near so. So then say, right? Then hold on, when last you see Akan over there? Tell me, when last you see Akan over there? Akan never used to say that every day, man. I reason with them, man, and I try to bring them in the light. When last you see him? Funny money start take, man, I can't know in that, man. Big up my bridge in Akan. May I show it you later, Akan, and we finish the conversation. Here, now worry yourself. May I show it you later and we finish the convo. See him so chaps. The man say, from the minute money start run, him not there anymore. And him take him back. But back to the endorser in chief. 3 set of good news was released yesterday. Same 3 set of good news released yesterday. The crime statistic. It has been years since we have seen consecutive reduction in murders. Years. Probably about 20 years since we have had that. And it is something to celebrate. We're not celebrating because it is where we want it to be. Because even one murder a year is too much. Yeah? Even one single murder for the year is too much. But we are celebrate a reduction. We are celebrate, say, the JCF, the JDF is finally being empowered to get the work done. They are out there, they are doing the job. Because the Andrew Homelessness-led government is equipping them and paying them and making them comfortable at work. So they are able to function at a higher level than before. Them not stress out when them are going to work again. Them not stress out over them salary. Them not stress as to whether or not when month end come they will be paid. Them not have to worry if when mountain come, them all get one call the night before, say no money no in the kitty to pay them. And that was a reality under the People's National Party government. Private companies like Grace, they no one get this, have to step in on numerous occasions and pay public sector salary. When I want to use that and realize how close Jamaica came to collapsing. When a government cannot pay its salary, that is teetering on the brink of collapse. And more than one occasion coming up, the People's National Party-led government could not pay public sector workers. It was left up to people like Grace Kennedy, then no one again is have to step in and fill the gap. And who was the main advisor to the finance minister at the time? Marky G, the financial engineer. And during this time, when the government cannot find money for pay, who for pocket did stuff up? Marky G. Was this ever in the Gleaner, upon RGR, upon TVJ? No. Because, like I say, they sat back and them watch the destruction. And them feel as a media entity to advise the people. Them feel. And again, I can point it out. 2 set of good news releases, in fact 3. And you don't see any of them making the front page. The first news I saw for Nationwide this morning, you know what's what? Oh, the Integrity Commission submit a new report. But my good friend munchieb tell me last night, say, left it alone with no business where they want to send it. Today is about an 18% reduction in murder. And that today is about. Congratulations to the JCF. Today is about a record reduction in unemployment. Congratulations, Andrew Michael Wholeness. Bill, we are Bill. Bill, we are Bill. So all of the people them out there we are trying to tear down, we are going to have a whole heap to tear down, you see? We are going to have a whole heap. Marky G born rich. Marky G born rich. Where you get that, man? Right? We're not going to have a whole heap to tear down because we are Bill. We are Bill. And no matter what we do, no matter where Gleaner try, no matter where RJR try, we can't tear it down. No matter where the Integrity Commission try, we can't tear it down. You cannot tear it down. So Gleaner, you can run, go to press association all you want and ball. Say people are trouble you out the road. Remember, are you first? Work over words, we say. Remember, are you first in trouble people? And we tell them all the while, say, don't you trouble Zion. Ask the pastor down a country there, what God do to people with a life on him. See, God lick him down in the church. And in the church, God lick him down. I'm tell life on God name. But God tell him, say, Andrew, I go pull out rug. Eh? Don't you trouble the lads anointed. Why? Because you see who for foot the rug pull from under? You see who for foot the rug pull from under? There chops media. Eh? God I go pull the rug from under Andrew foot and a you drop. Anybody check if the pastor did name Andrew? Because maybe the wrong person, maybe the messaging get and deliver it. You know, and who's the personal messaging get. Somebody check for me what the pastor they did name. Touch not the laws anointed. Tell them again. A bill we a bill, man. A bill we a bill. As I say, it has been a while. Probably about 20 years. I have to go do some research. If you see the last time we have year-to-year reduction in murders. And this is significant. This is something that the news media should have today. I said, okay, for the first time. Remember, we down 8% last year overall. And we are now in October. And we are down 18%. We are down 18% in October. And the JCF, the JDF, the High Command needs to be credited. Say, hey, keep up the good work. While we are trying to clean up crime, the People National Party, they are them conference. I hug up criminality. Yeah, man, 434 in 1989 for two chaps and hand it over at 1,680. No, not 100, 187. Damn, 187. Right? That's where they move it to. And again, chaps, don't forget that in 2014, they once again inherited a decline in murder rate. Where them take from Bruce Golding and Andrew Wellness, they take a decline in rate. But Peter Bunting, the man who say it is easier you get fisherman to watch the port than improve the JCF. He was in charge. And he sat on the gains that was made and did nothing. The criminals were allowed to get rich. Them allow a lot of scamming to strive under for them watch. Right? Them allow it. And at that level, we are dealing with today. A set of criminals that was allowed to get rich under the PMP doing lot of scamming. The father of the lot of scamming was a PMP donor named Baby. The father of lot of scamming in Jamaica. That's what they allowed because it was benefiting them. And at that level of criminality we're dealing with. And I said it before and everything I say I can justify it. The People's National Party, when it comes to reduction in crime in this country, everything, they're always against it. The state of emergency in 2018, that led to an 80% reduction in St. James alone. 80 to 85% reduction. The Gleaner now highlight them thing, the man. Jamaican for progress, Gleaner, the endorser in chief. Can remember, we used to have North Street and Lindos Road until the two of them get married in 2010. So if they did wicked apart, imagine them together. Chaps, they report people at station for using terms there, Yeah, then carry gas station if they say they must go down. But today I charge Integrity Commission, Afi go down. Gleaner Company, Afi go down. The Press Association, no, we are keeping on. We don't want to send no letter overseas go say we are unfair. So the press can't stay. But them Afi go down. Because Uno doing a disservice to the people of Jamaica. Uno is doing a disservice to the people of Jamaica. We wish we could have find a way to go wake up Mutty Perkins started. I wish I could find a way to wake up Mutty Perkins and bring him back. I wish I could. The IC just do them business, man. I follow their master. When the master in a trouble, I wonder, and this is a question worth asking. And chaps, maybe you can help me with that one. Do you think the Integrity Commission has a set of reports that are completed and them have them in a file put on up there? Because every time something good happen to the country, them say they have one report finished to send. Could it be that them have these report finished and them put on up there and say, "We not sending yet, man, wait until something happen"? Yesterday the police released the murder figure, the unemployment figure, the good news about the reverse tax. And all of a sudden one report ready. Let me send it down. I believe that all of these investigations that them claim them doing, them wrap them up in a one day and them have them sit down up there. And yesterday, imagine this now. For sure you said the Integrity Commission people them is a set of drunker. Let me prove to you there's something wrong. All weekend, all day Monday. And them send the report go Parliament 3 o'clock yesterday evening where it cannot be tabled. So them leave 1 week out of speculation again. 1 week then give them friend to speculate and talk about what could I in there. When they had Monday, them have any day Monday could have do it, so it could have been read through and then tabled. But this set of drunk them up there. The vulture them. I know that them want. Them want to muddy the waters as much as them can. Because them know say, the destroyers in chief, where them a try prop up, don't have no chance. From 13.2 to 4.2. That is it, Jamaica for progress. Under 7 years of work. And that is where them don't like. Remember, you know, and a rough maths, I'm not good at maths. But if under the People's National Party, them lock down 44,000 business. Sassy, good morning. 44,000 business. A rough calculation in my head would have said that put close to 400,000 people out of work, you know. That affect nearly 400,000 people. Lexi, good morning, Lexi. Right? Can you imagine that? What that do to the employment rate in Jamaica? Under them watch, under the watch of Lindos Road and North Street. And they fail to advise the country what was going on at the time. CMSO Chief of Staff, a deliberate attempt to muddy the waters. A deliberate attempt to muddy the waters so people cannot celebrate the fact that the murder rate in Jamaica is down 18% in 1 year. As Chap said, it has never happened. 18 years of murders going up. And now we are getting a hole on it. And again, me people, I am not celebrating because it is where we want it to be. I am celebrating the progress. We are making progress. We are making progress with unemployment. We are making progress in our health. Big up Dr. Tufton, one of the best health minister. Well, when we say Dr. Tufton is one of the best health minister, we have to put it in a context, you know, because really and truly, to follow Fenton Ferguson, all you have to do is not chop off of the horse and you do better. But Dr. Tufton, you take the ministry and you show people, including the PMP them, one of them you know for a fact right now I wait for him operation because he get the compassionate care grant. And here's the funny part about my good comrade friend. When I talk to him and I tell him about the compassionate care grant that the government have, he said, no go so. I say, call Mark Golding, him are your friend. I say, call Dr. Daz, them are your friend. Make them tell you about it. Because not even them one with their hospital and want the service, they not tell about it. That's how evil them people is. When you tell the man to call him now and the man call, oh yeah man, it did the man, you can't get it. If one of your constituents go in a hospital and you realize the man are going to need some help, you know, should have point him to all of the government programs and we can help him. Andy Mullins, bless up yourself. That should have be your first duty, you know. These are the programs out there. These are what you can do. Them here you need. But what them want? Them want the man to go in a hospital. And every time he need a dollar, he must call him. So them can feel big. Say, yeah man, me help. No. The government of Jamaica, the health ministry led by Dr. Christopher Tufton, has put in place the Limb for Life program with John Pollock and Grateful. Where anywhere me see you to me, I go take off the leg there for you. I am grateful. The Limb for Life program with John Pollock was the first beneficiary. The first beneficiary of that program was the man where you see on social media every day I tell lie upon Dr. Tufton. Now, the difference between Dr. Tufton and me is that me knowing John Pollock upon social media tell lie every day upon me. And me hear him want one leg. I would have killed him with paperwork from here so till Mars. That's what me would have do with that. But Dr. Tufton make sure he get one limb so in life can continue. And yet, he might wobble around on the 1 foot and still a tell lie. So, the Limb for Life program, the second chance smile. Me say, Orin Cole finally make him appointment, me people. Orin Cole, me say make an appointment, tomorrow get in teeth and put back in. Those are program. The I program is being continued. There's that one that was from the PMP era. Yes. But the Limb for Life, the second chance smile, the compassionate care grant. So my fellow laborites, anytime the PMP asks, you know, what then do for the poor? Tell them, Limb for Life, second chance smile, and compassionate care grant. Just give them there alone. You know, if you say nothing else. Because that's what them like to ask. And somebody asks to them, I love to ask. Who are these poor people? Them keep asking what we are do for. Is it the poor people them where get the free house from the Prime Minister, the 2 and 3 bedroom house them? Is it the poor people where we send 617 of them picnic on a university? Is it the poor people them where get the reverse tax credit? Is it the poor people them where get the compassionate care grant? Eh? Is it the poor people them where get the pension for the elderly? Which one of the poor them attack? Because we have to bear in mind now that there is two different set of poor now. You have some poor who sit down on the corner where drink them special and I need out their hand maker. And the poor that the PMP them attack? The one them when we jump on the bus and burn them weed and gun and conference go jump up? Is it that poor them attack or them attack the poor people them where try and I get them assistance? Which one of the poor them attack? No. Them keep asking, what for the poor, what for the poor? So I want to know. Gary Mosley need to go apply if he can't apply because it not work. Gary Mosley can't apply for tax credit. It might work. Gary Mosley come like the PMP them who did caution. Chica. If you can't see that then question them man, caution have sense man. You better tell me go ask Reedy. Well, asking Reedy and caution is a toss up. Two of them don't make one. Yeah, we can ask Reedy and caution together. They can knock them in together and then we probably make half and then them can answer. But what poor do they keep referring to? Again, is it the poor? Is it the 350 poor persons that benefit from the social housing program? Is it the 140,000 persons that enroll in heart? Which poor them keep asking about? Unless, I think I have an idea who them ask about, you know. They are probably asking about the Meshach Willis, the Valerie Dixon, the Lola Gray Baker. And them ask about, you know, the point them with them destroy, literally, with them wreck. Those are them ask about. Are them ask about the poor, like Usain Bolt, or them are different every day. Want to bolt money. But they have never asked about the other persons at SSL that was impacted by the internal fraud that took place there. Then not one of them, not even the bloggers or anybody at the top, has never asked about a single other person at SSL. But guess what? They love the poor. Yeah, man, they love the poor, you know. But they have never asked about the other poor investors at SSL who can do nothing. They love the poor so much that they were at a party ruffling people house title and title. I throw it up in a year. Who want that one here? Who want that one here? Can you imagine that? The government were put in place to protect its citizens was having a party celebrating the downfall of its entrepreneurs. Yeah? Can you imagine being at a party celebrating the downfall of entrepreneurs in your own country? A hand off them land like a joke sitting. Me tell you, Omar Davis and Mark Golding, they might go suffer before them dead, I want somebody there them bedside with a tape recorder to record them confession, Yeah, man. They might go walk and shit up themselves. They might go walk and shit up themselves before them dead. Because of the evil where them carry out upon the people of Jamaica, the people that they were sworn to protect. The people who vote them to protect them. Them destroy, and that only did they destroy, but them laugh at it. When Percival stand at the top of the 90s and look back, him say, lo, I have created a brand new set of poor for us to love. The question was asked of Prime Minister Simpson Miller, why should the people vote for you? Because I love the poor. I have never heard Andrew say, he love the poor. Because we don't like poverty. That's why as a government, our job is poverty alleviation. And we are get rid of it one social house at a time. Marky G say, and next PMP government is gonna what? Is gonna make government underwrite the costs of rewiring people's house so they can get electricity. But Marky G, some of the house them, a 4 piece of zinc turn up and piece of board. You can't rewire that, Marky G. You cannot rewire that, sir. Can housing, why you come back Yashuman again? Can housing stop poverty? Yes, but hold on, let me pin that little man there. Me like to embarrass you, no. The answer to this, sir, is yes. Yes. And let me give you this explanation. There's a difference between children that grew up in a rent house and the ones that grew up in a house where them parents own. Here? There's a difference. So if you think a proper housing can stop poverty, then you is a damn fool. Here? If you think say housing cannot stop, how you come if you ask a question here? Can housing stop poverty? Yes, you idiot. The fact say you come and ask that, how can housing stop poverty when cost of living is what create poverty? Again, let me pin that one here. And I will tell you, sir, again, there's a difference between persons who grew up and go to school in a rent house than will go to school in a way people own. It is called a level of comfort, a level of pride. Yeah? The difference when a man a left out of one piece of shack, go look at work. That when him a left out of one nice, decent house, so him can dress and walk out with pride. Self-pride. Stability. Thank you, Jamaica. Stability. That's what a house do to people. So again, to your stupid idiot, them say there's no stupid question, but apparently they never meet you. Anybody when they write the term say no stupid question, never meet you, can house stop poverty. The number one thing we have to do with poverty is homelessness. People don't know if you live. Whole heap of people on the street where you say I walk up on them, you think I'm mad, them mad? Them don't know if you live. And when you don't know if you live, nothing can do, you can't get nothing out of life. Because nobody now employ one homeless man when I know if you bathe and take a shower. And there you see the mindset of a PMP supporter. House can't do nothing. Jesus Christ, when me say it every day. Me say it every day. Say anything you do for them people, they equate it with them belly. Everything you do, the first thing come to mind is them belly. No, you not get stupid for me, brother. You know, in fact, your time gone. Let me continue. Everything you do for a PMP supporter, them equate it to them belly. So their house can't stop poverty because cost of living. There you go. If you have a house, my brother, you can rent it out here. You can't, if government give one 2-bedroom house, you can rent out one 1-bedroom and you make a money. So yes, a house can stop poverty. Every day me say it to these people, say, uno must stop equate things with uno belly. There you go, one house can't help because cost of living high. How you equate that, my brother? Change your name, man. Your name, you so like you're a Rasta, and Rasta do conscious thinking, and that way you say no conscious. You're going to give a mute now because you're not contributing to the conversation here. Right now, you're not contributing. So go and listen from the outside. Go and listen from the outside. You're not contributing nothing. Every time I read one of your things, I get dumber. We can't subject those people to that. Yes, my people. So a house where that stupid idiot I can't tell you so can't stop poverty. Stability is important in a life. Remember, there's a marked difference between the picnic them were left out of them parents' house. We go school a morning time. Then the one them we are left out of rent house or left out of one like a 2-bit shack. There is a difference. So as I say it every day and every day them come here, them prove me right. PMP. Them teach them people nothing want nothing. Because as government, if the people them where you go for no want nothing, you don't have to do nothing for them. So that is why this man in our country we say host can't stop poverty. Can you imagine you go to someone you tell them that? Tell all of the 350 people them. Where Andrew Wellness hand over the house them too. Tell them, say house can't stop poverty. Go tell them that. It grieve me for every day if you see the level of ignorance where the PNP encourage. The level of ignorance that the People's National Party and their supporter encourage. House can't stop poverty. Can you imagine? And you come here so I type it. When you think overreading this, Morning Angel, go overread it with that. Read it alone, we hug up them there. Because him don't like uno. Him don't like uno. So him we hug up them there. I said this before. Every time you say we are below the highway them, the PMP then tell us the road can't eat. We have fixed up the police station can't eat. Right? We are below the hospital, them hospital can't eat. Everything you do, them are equated to them belly. That is the People's National Party for you. And I said this already and I'm going to say it again. The uncommitted people, them. Those are the people where uno make sit down and go vote in a uno place. The high society people, them. Are them people there who have vote for them belly, pound of rice and tin of mackerel. They never want a piece of butter to put in there. And them uno make decision for uno. Not the well-thinking person them. Chaps, you missed that man. The one man come here a while ago, Chaps, come tell me the house can't stop poverty. Yes, the man say house can't stop poverty. So Andrew no fi bother give no house. Elaine Thompson. The man's chap say hot.
Well, Chuck, respect. See, I do your thing and you do the right thing. But let me tell you something, my brethren. You see this word here, what them call economy, is a word that has eluded the Jamaican people for years under the PNP.
Truth.
It's the first time in the history of this country that Jamaicans are now appreciating what the word economy really means and how an economy works and how important an economy is to the very survival of every individual. Let me tell you what is disheartening and disappointing. Leading up to the local government election, it was councillors who were telling me that toll road and bypass road and all that thing, them thing they can't eat. Right? The PNP managed during the local government campaign to infiltrate the minds of Jamaican and convince a lot of Jamaicans that even though their lives were better off, I don't know how the PNP did it, but they were able to convince Jamaicans to nothing go on. You understand? Even when you were able to point out to them the obvious development throughout Jamaica, they were convinced by the PNP to think that nothing go on.
Right, that is it. That is the mindset of the PNP put in them head. Nothing go on. Nobody gonna know. You can't eat hot.
It convinced, they were so convincing, my brother, that even labor rights were getting edgy and fidgety and even repeating the sentiments of comrades who believe that nothing go on. A man who now earn $1, don't have a penny, a pot to piss in, who was given an opportunity to go to work, to get a trade and to earn his own keep, and started same. It was people like those who said nothing go on. It was shocking when during the local government election, persons who were beneficiary of government incentives and initiatives and policies were the ones who were so convinced to tell people, say nothing now go on. The most disappointing part of it is when labor rights were echoing the same sentiments. And even in the poll today, you will see it. Look at St. Thomas, a forgotten part of Jamaica, a place that was never given any attention at all by the PNP, whether in the 70s, 80s, 90s, or 2000s. St. Thomas was written off by the PNP, and it is this Andrew Holness administration who saw it fit to breathe new life into the people of St. Thomas. It was this Andrew Holness administration who saw it fit to build out a new town center, utilizing a piece of asset that the PNP single-handedly chased out the Goodyear manufacturing plant from St. Thomas, leaving thousands of Jamaicans without a job. It is the JLP who saw it fit to use that facility, that space, and started a new town center into St. Thomas. It is a JLP who saw the importance of connecting St. Thomas to Kingston and St. Andrew by creating proper road network to take you from Kingston into St. Thomas. It is a JLP who did that. It is those actions by the JLP that saw land and people's properties in St. Thomas increase significantly in value. It is this administration who did all of that. So one thing I'll say before I land this plane here is that Jamaicans should never allow themselves to be convinced by a political party who has a history of tearing this country to pieces. The same people who are come now and are trying to convince you that them can run country is the same persons who got this country in 1989 with 434 murders on the book. And when they demitted office in 2007, it was 1,588 murders on the book. It is the same political party who come today to tell you that they have the answer to crime. They don't. They don't.
The answer to economic growth.
They don't, because it is the same political party who, when they received the government in 1972, received an economy growing at 18.01%. And by 1974, they depleted that and run the country into deficit and pretty much on the brinks of collapse by 1979. It is the same PNP, they have not changed, that took office in 1989 and liberalized and deregularized the economy. And by 2004, we were back on our knees again with the world's greatest financial collapse in Jamaica's history. It is the PNP who create, as you said earlier, Chuck, it is the PNP that create the Meshach Willises. It is the PNP that create the Valerie Dixons. It is the PNP that sent people like Paul Chen Young into exile. It is the PNP who created the Godfrey Dyers. It is the PNP who locked down Don Crawford's Century National Bank. It is the PNP who locked down 40,000 businesses in Jamaica. And another different party do it. Another WPJ at the time, which was led by Professor Trevor Monroe. No, it is the People's National Party. A matter of fact, the self-proclaimed engineer and financial architect of that period is the same leader today in Mark Jefferson Golden that is asking the Jamaican people to give him a chance to lead this country. Can you imagine if Mark Golden, Peter Bunting, and others were not a part of government in the 1990s. And if they were able to create and to orchestrate and to organize and to engineer that sort of devastation on the country's economy in the 1990s without state power, God forbid if they were to be given state power today, what do you think would happen?
When I feed them
Think about
signature
these
matter.
things.
When I feed them signature matter.
Thank you.
Hey Chuck,
Yes,
remember the St. Thomas people, if you remember to say the road that them did not get, it was a toll road, so them did have to pay God every yard.
Just like the people of Portmore.
Exactly, this Labour government decides to listen, it's not fair for people for pay go home and give them a proper road network and make the value of them land sky high right now where them can use them lands and get loan, open business, create wealth for themselves. This is the government who actually do that.
Yes, well said.
A few of them, you know, because all we are going, it's just a few of them. A few of them say it got the wrong direction, which we all know. The St. Thomas people on the whole should have known. Say this, you know. All I want to say, no, you have to take the local frustration thing we are going now because it's happening anyway. When all of this done, when all of the road done, and all of what put in an infrastructure set, your life will be 150% better than where it was when the PNP governed that set of the part of the island for years and neglected. This is the government who see the vision for St. Thomas.
But General, let me say this to you about the polls and the result of the polls. You see, as someone, and I said this before, that I work in a them place before, I was in charge of conducting polls. You see, some of the times the way you go out and ask the question, the way the question is posed, dictate the answer. Right? So, whole heap of time, the result of these polls are skewed. And some of the time they are skewed by accident, some of the time they are skewed willfully. Right? But it is hard to believe that the people of St. Thomas, who are looking on, who are seeing the development in St. Thomas, would be saying willfully that their parish is going in the wrong direction. Hard to believe that. Mama Joy.
I tend to agree with you, Chuck. I want to give the good people of St. Thomas the benefit of the doubt.
Yes, man.
Something must have gone wrong. Because logically, when you think about it, if you were to ask an individual from outer space to look at what St. Thomas was before now and look at what it is today, nobody in their right mind could tell you that St. Thomas is going in the wrong direction. Nobody in their right mind. And what is happening is that there's this argument out there trying to convince people. And I've heard it even on Nationwide and other stations in Jamaica, where they are trying to convince Jamaicans that, you know, the poll is a reflection of what is happening in your space. So we should not knock the poll because what is happening generally in the country might not reflect in the individual that was polled minds. And I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Because unless you're living under a rock in Green Grotto Cave in St. Anne, unless you're living up in Blue Mountain underneath some coffee farm and you have no interaction with the wider society in Jamaica, unless you're living totally off the grid, that's the only way I could accept that explanation about this being unique to your situation. Because Jamaica's development would have been recognized by persons who reside thousands of miles away from Jamaica. Jamaica's growth and development has been lauded by multilaterals all over the globe. And I hate to hear people tell us that economic growth not have nothing to do with me, and it not have nothing to do with me, can't help me. It is the biggest load of horse manure I've ever heard. Because how is it that you're going to eat? How is it that you're going to survive if these things don't happen? I think our responsibility, especially on social media, where a lot of the dunce people reside, I think our duty is to connect the dot, is to help people to appreciate that the economy being successful is what is going to bring success to your dining table and to your kitchen table. That connection must be made. And that is why, Chuck, you hear the discussion recently about connecting the 1st of August to the 6th of August. And you would have heard intelligent people out there in this public space trying to convince Jamaica that this is a bad thing. And oh no, you cannot trample on the sacred grounds of the 1st of August. And you cannot disrupt the activities of the 6th of August. But these persons who are holding these positions are intelligent people and they know better.
But chaps, here's the funny part. When did we start celebrating the 1st of August?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. But not
Mama
only
Joy.
that. But not only that. Let us tell you how, let us just quickly point out to you how hypocritical and how nonsensical the argument is that is being pushed forward by Professor Varine Shepherd and the head of the Jamaican for Justice and some other prominent people in society. Let me tell you how stupid. Let me tell you how stupid the argument is. The 1st of August is Emancipation Day. It's a day that we celebrate as Emancipation Day. Traditionally, most holidays in Jamaica are not celebrated with any rituals or any special activity, except for those that are sponsored by government. Most holidays in Jamaica is celebrated by activities put on by individuals throughout communities. And it's the same thing for the 1st of August. The 6th of August, however, takes on a little bigger tune because we have the Grand Gala, which the PNP did not support Grand Gala. And probably that's why Mark Golden chose not to attend on a few occasions. But those are the two major celebrations. Daniel Archer from the Jamaican for Justice said that the reason why
Daniel Archer is NIA.
Right. Well, NIA, and I think well, it's not Daniel Archer, it's probably somebody else. Because I think the person who spoke was from Jamaican for Justice.
Jackson.
Jackson, yes. Sorry, Miss Archer. Jackson. And what she's suggesting, which was very disappointing to me, is when she stated that the reason why this is being pushed is to facilitate celebration on the street with people that walk up and down naked. Hello?
You mean like carnival where the PNP bring in?
That is what she is saying.
You mean like carnival where Jackson go every year?
She is saying that it is the celebration of naked people that we want to bring in. That's why we are pushing this thing. But the thing is, guys, let's be fair. If you were to have from the 1st of August to the 6th of August a dedicated week of celebration in Jamaica, that could see various indigenous groups highlighting their skills. The Maroon could finally find a way to do some of the activities that they would have conducted on the 6th of January. They could have, highlight some of their activities on the 1st of August. There are other groups in Jamaica who could take on and could be a part of the celebration throughout that period. But let's look at it a little bigger, guys. If you were to have a week-long celebration in Jamaica, can you imagine what that will do for tourism? And if you boost tourism intake in the country, a whole week of celebration, you know what that does for the economy? And if you boost the economy, do you know what that does for the average Jamaican? I think it is time for us to start explaining to people how important a strong economy is. And it is because of a strong economy why Jamaica is being recognized globally. It is because of a strong economy why we're able to come back from COVID stronger. It is because of a strong economy why Beryl came and Jamaica was able to take care of themselves without going on their knees all over the world begging for support. I think that conversation about the economy needs to be had, and it needs to be fermented in the minds of the average Jamaican. Too long have we eluded ourselves, or have the word economy elude the Jamaican people. And sometimes only people from Cherry Garden, Chuck Finley, and others, only the upper class society people understand how the economy works. It is the JLP who tell people so we can buy stocks and bonds, and invest and make money, It is the JLP who tell the average handcart man say must have an account, That is why the PNP is carrying on with the Prime Minister having accounts with his name on it and making it seem as though he's doing something wrong, because it is only people like Mark Golding and his friends are supposed to have bank account and money. But anyhow, I am going to land there and allow others to participate.
Hold on, Devon. Mama Joy.
Yes.
Mama Joy, yes.
Morning, labor rights. Shower every time. Joy. Yeah, I'm from East Central St. James. Ed Bartlett is my MP. I'm about to we don't have what you guys have here. So I'm about to head the group with information like these that you guys are putting out. And I'm imploring you all to assist me when I try to add you, so that you can come on into our live to give information. Not that I don't know, but I don't know as much as you guys do. I'm a working woman. I'm a mature woman. Let me tell you my age. I'm 57.
Well, that's a good innings, man.
Right. So guess what? I'd love to it's between today to tomorrow. So when I set up my group, my TikTok group, I'd love for you guys to come in and to tell my people the things that you're talking now. I'm so inspired. I cannot sleep unless I hear these things. I mean, I cannot sit and listen or even think that PNP take over about this government. I can recall days gone by when I see people load up Montego Bay Parish Council just to collect a check and they never work. I mean, one that come back. Me at 57, me stand on my foot and work as a chef in prominent hotel, Half Moon Hotel, when Mr. Homelessness come there and me cooking food. And no security now have to taste it before him taste it. My mother used to cook for Bustamante. I mean, I'm going to pretend my father PNP, but me do my research when I got Montego Bay High School and see Green Bay Massacre and say me can't vote for them. So me say shower labor right every time. I don't big up on myself. I don't know stop talking when I don't know, me I want to come and present the things them. I have a load of things stored to dash on them, but I want you guys to come on as well. Please,
right, no problem, Mama Joy.
I love every time. Shower labor right.
Shower labor right. No, just add me. Me just follow you a while ago.
Yeah.
So just message me whenever, and I will.
Yeah, man, not a problem. Philippines, remember you too,
Let's see who else is new here. One love.
One love every time, brother.
All right, now. Let's up yourself. Thanks for pass through.
Me not leave.
Can I have the chance to say what I'm saying now?
Yeah, man. Go ahead, one love.
Chuck. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. Yes, one love. Go ahead.
I am
Anyone
not
hearing
new
me?
on this platform. I
One
am
love.
not. You not hear me?
Who got to speak? One love. Yeah, man. One love. Go ahead. I hear you.
All right. I am from Eastern St. Thomas.
Yes, I'm my husband at PNP, but in office switch.
What on the mama jive? We go to one love. One love. Go ahead.
I am from Eastern St. Thomas.
Hello.
Yeah.
Miss Charles is my MP, and I am a proud
Hello.
Labourite. A very proud one. But me hear the man said the interview where the poll said nobody not interview me. I'm from
Anybody hear me?
That poll not correct.
Yeah, man. You see, thing that it is hard to believe, say, to all we are going in a St. Thomas one love, that St. Thomas people would be saying that their country, their parish is heading in the wrong direction. That is hard for me to believe.
Yeah, you see the people them were in my community. Me not lie. Me hear PNP attack it and then say they like to see what one. Even one lady she have shop and she has stand PNP. And when me hear the woman tell me Sunday, she said me not go with them, me not go with them. Inter election call me a come on for your side.
That is it. That is what we want people.
This is good one.
Vote
love.
for you see.
I me even turn to her and me say, remember, you know, me can be politicized, you know, me have to just do my thing secret because through me work with EOJ when election time come. She said, that's why me I tell her because I in a fear polling division, me vote, so me just win car and me come out.
All right, good. Keep up the good work, mama, and just keep spreading the message.
But otherwise, them me see one something last night on the news and the cleaner say, them not this and they not that. Me turn to my partner, me say they are lying. Me say they more than. Me say Dean Jackson. Me say that woman the Jackson, or what she want name will come but she when that's something name what she do a Wednesday night time.
Oh,
End time it start for me. When me watch, yes, when time she come on, as long as she attack her that me talk about politics, I'm here she start dig, me just lock off my TV, me say I know you buy this.
Same so, man. Same so.
I rang him.
Because me not like them behavior and this gay one. I una call them fish. Guys, they are gonna tell you no public now. Stop calling them fish. I'm a fish vendor.
All right.
Proud one. But one me boat and me engine, them and a fish, they are cockroach. Look where cockroach live. They are cockroach.
All right, man. From now on, I will no longer refer to them as fish.
No more fish. Cockroach. Good people eat fish.
Good people eat fish. All right.
Yeah, them a cockroach. So
All
me
right.
see the cockroach one we are saying here, one Andre Stevenson. Me want to know if he mama and daddy, if when they need to make him, if when him born now and then see when come out to beef, then I'm sorry.
No, then this a show me when I go, you know. I crawl out. When they look for him, they say that one is spoiled.
He is a cockroach. Me say me here me a pass him something on the For You page last night. I mean, me stop on the For You and me hear more talk about. You know hear what one people want the IC publish one that report. Hear me to myself.
No, repeat what them has said. Them propaganda.
Yeah, when me hear me to myself, me say, good God, if me could have hold the money and drive through the phone.
Yeah, man, that's some operation, man. But as me say, just go on, make we all the way have to go and do our part in after we can I know.
Yeah, cause even one man when they me go on the road and me and him catch up because I me have to style him. Because when me and my go talk on something about the prime minister, me say, listen man, me say you can't walk in a Andrew wallet. Me say you can't read. He stand up alone. Me say to him, me say the way how you talk, me say you can't read. Me say looking at your mouth, me say them a give back free tea. Girl, I'm gonna take out them chaka one day and go get them back in your dirty mouth.
Second chance smile with them.
Same so one love. My love you one.
Second chance smile.
Good morning.
When me done the radio, say, I never know I say you stay. Me say no, if you don't take out the dirty teeth, them man.
Hey, Chuck.
Good morning.
Talk about the thing like Nigel Clark, the deal with Nigel Clark saying how much I get there. How much them say 500 million or something like that? $1 million or something like that? Yes.
No, you mean the what them call the what I announced on the budget, man. That I know something new.
Oh, the airport thing? Right?
Yeah. That announced on the budget.
I the PMP them make nice talk about the parliament, but they want to hear the government to talk more about it.
No, that was the next one. What they call the name them massive. But them something that they talk about from the budget, man.
Okay.
Yeah, they talk about from the budget.
But that's a good move, though.
It's an excellent move.
And that, we do that every see my company negativity yesterday in that parliament. But not change the mind, because I'm not going to
There you go. Clean green,
Blessed love people. Me say when Mama Joy talk, I feel the passion. God know what I come to me. Me love when labor right them passionate and strong. So me said the lady talk and it resonates in my head. You know, and I just say big up yourself, Mama, and go and just go and blaze the fire. I'm just trying to follow you a while ago. So until you're ready, we jump on your platform.
Yeah, man. Intention really we go over there.
Yeah, the other thing I want to say is like I've been a listen and me kind of draw myself back into St. Thomas, you know, choke on people. Me never know my mother and my mother. Me never grow up with my mother. Tell me I'm an adult. Me know my mother. Me used to have a problem to catch a St. Thomas because of my mother. You know, my mother there close to where Paul go come from. That means you go Morant Bay and then turn on one place name sometimes I remember the name of the place. When you pass Stony Gut, and go to my mother there. And make me tell you something. One thing St. Thomas people not appreciate what go on down there. I lie them I tell. When me hear that the poll did me said no go. St. Thomas people are upbeat. You know you look at them pick me walk very expectant. Yes, I saw St. Thomas people say that right now. I saw them look, me I tell you that when me go look for my mother, the way me say people are move. Everybody I look at you and say, if you just run, go down and Moran B, you know, coming like nothing, because the road clicks past it, Moran B, go to me talk about it now. You understand me? So when them go with them fake poll are not properly assessed poll.
Is where the father call a type 2 error.
Thank you.
It's a type 2 error poll them a put out. See then as somebody from out of the belly of the beast can tell with that, you know. So these polls they are putting out are called type 2 errors. Which means the result of it is skewed.
Of course.
Right? Type 2 error polls the PMP put out. But yeah, man, Mama Joy, man, me rate it, and we are going to do it when you're ready.
Yes,
One
man.
love,
Yeah, man.
just keep pushing the fight in a St. Thomas, because we now make St. Thomas go back to the forgotten parish.
Well, you know, we said we're not eat St. already. We're not
eat St. 101. Big up Matthew Samuda.
All right, sir. Right.
Mama Joy, hold on. Mama Joy, you can come back up, please.
Mama Joy,
she's on mute to me. She's on pause.
She's on mute. Look, she get a call or something.
Oh, okay.
She's on a call, but she soon come back.
Okay.
Gustav, what you say?
Yeah, man. Greetings. Yeah, man. Chuck, you know, say when time I see the thing come out, I bash the media. And then, like, say, the media will take back defense. Like, them I say, them no prejudice and them no bias. We want tell them, say, I lie, them and tell them, come here, give you instant. We look behind a Santa Cruz, generally the whole terrain of Santa Cruz, and how Mr. Stoley, as MP, since him become MP, have done an awesome lot drainage and, in terms of infrastructure for that area there. Santa Cruz, per se, in the town. However, we have never yet seen TVJ ever highlighted any of the positives done by that man. But quickly, one little bit of water, where you see them put on the news, where they're on the road, right adjacent from mothers. You see them fly down on that, and the matter not so severe as it sound, you know. And the man we tell lie on the news, the people walking in the water sometime. Maybe gonna go down to Santa Cruz, go ask anybody who them see are walking in the water, that is our sane mind. Anybody we walking in the water are people with them have mental problem. Not even when rain fall and the whole town full of water, people no walking in the water. So why one little patch of water go up on road? Common sense and people walking on it. The man is a comrade that was interviewed and the TVJ personnel. Everybody up his side and who know him good, knows him as a staunch comrade. So we not expect the media then, with all of them affiliates, to be so staunchly affiliated with the PMP, to highlight any form of good and elaborate upon it from the JLP. We go as far as go on the Gleaner thing them on YouTube. And when them a present nothing for the JLP, the amount of time when them not give the same time when them a do the clippings. They are PMP. Even the press conference them when them a show the clippings of them, the JLP one short or the PMP one come like a long for now till tomorrow. So may I say, when you check it out, how them fi have so much politically affiliated people in a them system, and then I go say them views them no partisan and them views them no bias. I lie that because easy for no say I lie. You get what I show you?
The endorser in chief, Gusto. The endorser in chief of the group says Mark Golden is the man for now. Right? So anywhere them I go, I am sure that before TVJ go down, they go interview people for the water there. They make sure there was a PMP representative passing by so them could interview them. And never by accident them book up the man they were the interview. They ensure that he was there first. That they never want accidentally talk to nobody where labor right.
But me not cut you. Look on the type of person when they interview. You know the type of people move to Santa Cruz daily? More fluent spoken people than a Santa Cruz. All if I did comrade them be. But you know them know so the narrative would have easier if put in a this man ahead for company. It was staged. It was stage bridging. The MP a go around and do some things will never get done for million years, figuratively speaking. People a get water where them never get in a places after 10 years that never yet no make the news. How far you think the man where do the clippings the TVJ live? The man live within the northeast space. The man no hide him colors. The man everybody know this man is a staunch comrade. Him can't go around it. So therefore, many others are like him across Jamaica. And for the ones them we are nothing, and the ones them we are labor right now them media houses, yeah, them not have no status, so they can't push no narrative. So the whole of the PMP top notch them we have money. And them a dictate narratives pan radio, the narratives in a paper, narratives online, and narratives on television. So we don't want people feel like say the JLP a target TVJ like say we don't want them carry out them duties properly. I lie. The evidence them did it for sure so they have pure and solely PMP affiliated bigwigs or farmer bigwigs or farmer donors to the PMP who endorse the PMP boldly back in the PMP's prime, who probably never expected Jamaica to ever have a GLP government. So some of them never bother hide because them they think that Jamaica go perennially be a PMP country. And that is fucked up.
Time to go down. Nampa.
My girl.
Nampa. Alright, Nampa not ready for yet.
What's up? You never know was a farmer member of parliament for the PMP. I was part of the PMP.
Who that?
Matalan.
I have to specify because them are more than one. So I make reference to Eli Joseph Matalan. Eli Joseph Matalan, yeah.
Come on, Eli Matalan, yeah. Right. But the man came out and publicly endorsed Mark Golden. It has never happened before in Jamaica where the head of a media house I mean, we always know them have leanings, you know. But it is this guy though that first came out and said, I am not hiding my bias anymore. I will speak publicly. And he was bold enough to make a video, release the video endorsing Mark Golden. Never happened before in a Jamaica. And now, when people are hit back at them, and the Jamaica Labour Party bloggers are not attacking the media. We're not attacking them.
And me I say from what they me say if we get at them, brother, me come in on chops thing what they me say, brother, get at the media, them have people, we have audience, and the media generally itself have audience. So while you have TVJ popular, it also have people on it. We carry them own crowd too, if you get what I mean. So take them down, cause them a do a wicked job against the JLP. Them unfair.
Yeah, man. As I say, since then, people like World Tracy has now seen it fit to start the World Tracy is a sportsman. World Tracy is a sports reporter. And all of a sudden, World Tracy is now a political blogger. Right? All of a sudden, World Tracy start using space to pronounce politics. Because it is their agenda. Keep the people them as dumb as you can, and then we vote for your PNP government. You know, Mama D say, and Mama D confirm me say every day, you know. Mama Joy, once you get yourself educated, you will not vote for PNP. Them a get extra pay for it, man. Once you get yourself educated, you will not vote PNP. But Jenna, you know, say full member of parliament. They in a parliament yesterday ask for money to clean Sandy Gully.
Again?
Full member of parliament.
Yeah.
Yesterday ask for money to clean Sandy Gully.
We clean Sandy Gully.
Yeah.
You want some money to give PNP for the river time to clean
That's the one.
You think that idiot? If we got some
That's the one, yes.
The last time, they said them a clean a gully there now. Much millions of dollars to clean it. I don't know what they do. River time get the contract. If you and them a special line too. When them a feeding chunk, them a special line. So feeding chunk make all 5 chip when you make 1. So them know say we know what I go and look for money I get to give friend them. And that not work. Not that this government here. Different organization. If the gully is clean, they need to do it to a NEPA. I want them place there. But it's fair share where you have to ride for you have to bring your truck, your license plate, everything. I mean say the proper money spent on the gully we clean properly. Not like when we did last time. That can't work. But I give them money for that.
That's right.
Whatever. If I work agency, whoever we clean the gully, I don't know what to do. But then now I get the money. I would know exactly
now get it.
And politics that come to them, they want to say the member of parliament, they work. Now go work.
Now go work. Good morning, Shana.
Good morning, guys. Morning, everyone. Good morning. Yeah, I was listening to the parliament yesterday, and him not get the money for true because Andrew Holness basically I said to him say, remember say other people constituency aligned to Sandy Gully too. My constituency did too. Nigel constituency did and him point to another one. So you are defend Sandy Gully as if the government now do not know how you're looking out for your people. I know your people alone live both the place. Andrew Holness say exactly. Andrew Holness say him have a master plan for Sandy Gully. So him not whenever that procurement process done, that is when he might deal with it. So all who are look for money in a hand, if you go give a contract, if you go grease them community done palm, it not go work.
Will never happen.
Remember that gully the last time they clean. Like people don't like clean. I don't to river cancer alone they clean. Don't to see river cancer they clean. And we can tell you the amount of money when some of them PMP they get. Our big PMP after girl over river time we see. She about 3 truck in the line and I chuck them a giant line.
Yeah, chuck them a giant line.
Yeah, chuck them a giant line. All the time 1 truck pass give you whatever anyway truck come from 1 truck when that then our line with 10, 20 truck in one line.
Coolie Jubes, truck them PMP supporter, truck them a giant line.
No giant line, and feed them truck big. So we know that now got again, so they can always ball and plead. I don't like them times that different orders now. The government are dealing things how it's supposed to go. We now go for the road. So if I'm on the ball campaign pan, that give him supper. That is, you know.
As me say, you know, one of the things where this government are changing, you know, is how government money is spent. Right? That is one of the things where change how government money is spent. Government money now just throw that anybody go. One of the things we talk about, you know, is when the PMP them used to go to a bank in Jamaica, pull up them car chunk of government money and go to the road, go look US dollar for buy. That, thank you, Sean. Accountability. Nobody can just pick up government money and go waste it again. Again, we don't have a perfect system in place yet, you know. But that's where we're heading, where every single dollar at the public purse must be accounted for.
Hey, Chuck, you remember the same problem when about over River Thunder too, with the garbage truck them? There was some
Yes.
man, some man aside I get PFE, so 10 garbage truck when they only have one or two.
And two.
Okay, that thing, all of them something done with, so that's the problem with the bag now, you know? The whole part, after you didn't tell about that one, but we know why they say that one, because the whole part backdoor deals them when they use to. Now we know, because this government can be with widespread things, you know, you don't want that people benefit from things. But make sure that everybody eat, you know, whatever the government can do, is to benefit Jamaican people, not only PMP only, right? Jamaican people, and that are the problem that a lot of Jamaicans have. So that's why they fight against a lot of things that can actually change the system and make the system better. They don't want to see the needs. It's a perfect example. They know why they run down for fight against the needs, because they know the needs can change a lot of people's life. And none of them can do a backdoor deal without certain things. So they might try, them best to try push it down to the smallest amount of way they can implement. That means they don't really impact them.
You know, really impact them.
This government.
Same song we say Anne-Marie.
Different.
Yes, that's what you say makes sense, you know, because really and true thing. Me not understand why a law-abiding citizen would have a problem with needs. Like, don't when you go overseas, you have to abide by the people process, the people rules, so them have a go on there. Me just not get it. Like, if you're a law-abiding citizen who just go about your business, like you work at daytime and come in and do your business, you're not commit no crimes, why would you have a problem with needs?
Excellent question. That's the question we ask.
Wrongdoings.
In New York. We say go New York.
Whatever they are now.
What are you there?
Right now.
But when they end up on the road over New York, you have to walk with your ID against the law. Right. It's against the law to be on the road without an ID.
If you want me to have my ID, make sure me have it. And the funniest thing about it, you know, Chuck, a lot of them, you see what they do when they come at them place here. Them come, them drive like the thing say, boy, you know, say, the teacher they get at Jamaica, you want there for the safety. And when they go back to Jamaica, the same man them left for go back to Jamaica and decide to go to the they want to see them drive. Them not please, but enough for them criticize Jamaica so much. But yet see when them come to other people's country, they abide by every single rule.
Them follow the rules down to a T.
Yeah.
Them follow the rules down to a T, but them believe that the laws in Jamaica don't mean nothing.
No, because and the thing is, Chuck, a lot of Jamaicans don't respect Jamaica, you know.
That's it.
Again, a lot of Jamaicans, all you see them jump up on Jamaica and them wave them black, green and gold. Deep down in them heart, them don't respect Jamaica, because if you imagine you have your pitney, right? Imagine you have your child and you have your house, right? And this child are the worst behaving child. You're one pitney, but your pitney behaves so bad in your house and everything good in your house. And then the same pitney go on different house and it's like a transformation. Is like it's a different child. All of a sudden, the pitney we used to complain about everything get understanding. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden. To me, would I interpret that as a respect and a respect me? I respect me and my house.
Exactly.
Make
Yeah, man. Them have no respect for Jamaica for you. They have no respect for Jamaica.
True.
Good
Right?
day.
So when they go overseas now, man, them abide by every single rule that is put on over there. Then drive at the speed limit, then no park at the no parking sign, nothing like that them no do. But when you come to Jamaica, you must question all of the rules. Not this don't make sense, that don't make sense. Right? Because you're right, they have no respect for Jamaica. And that is what they do. Start respecting Jamaica.
True. When them broke the stoplight in America and them get the ticket in their meal, then go pay it without complaining.
Have to go pay it.
But if I out now, out here woman not pay no ticket, and they make it stack and pile up, and when transport authority can't look for them, they can't drive their car, all of a sudden, government are wicked, the system of fight against man. The system of fight against man.
The system of fight.
The system. Eh?
Come on, right. So that's and the one that's a wicked. And that's it.
So guys, good day. Big up everyone.
Bless up, Churchill.
Bless up.
Yeah, man, we need more order in our society in Jamaica. That's one of the biggest problems. The discipline. If you notice, the ethos of the PMP is to denigrate and bring down. Yeah? That are them playbook. So that's all them are going with. Nothing chop down the head. But their conduct is sort of influencing the society at large, the way they conduct themselves. And that's why I have to give credit to a lot of the lives I see here conducted by JLP bloggers. You know, here the whole part nastiness are going on the JLP bloggers. That's what you hear over the other side. So it's just the way them know how to operate, you know. And you know, so give credit to Chuck and the man that they conduct themselves in a way where we not hear upon them other bloggers. You know?
Thank you, brother Churchill. We try.
Yeah, man. And it's the best way to go, you know. It's like Michelle Obama used to say, when they go low, we go high. I understand emotions run high at times, you know. And some people have to just respond a certain way. Me understand all of that, but if we conduct ourselves what you would call a decent manner, quote unquote decent, I think that's the best way to go. You know, I have, you know, if you notice throughout Jamaican society, when you hear the music play, no matter the age of the children them passing through and all of the loud music and all them things that we are going, I so much don't like that kind of thing. From the child is 4 or 5 year old, am I exposed to all this music? I don't think it's proper at all. I'm not a saint. I'm not pretending to be a saint. But come on, man. I mean, I think we have to conduct ourselves better than that. You know,
but I agree, Churchill. I agree. So the kind of music we play on the bus, them like the pit them go school a morning time. It's not proper, and there need to be some rules against it. But anytime we try to implement rules like those, you hear say, "Oh yeah, fight poor people."
Because we used to give the poor man a blight, give the poor man a blight.
Yes,
you know that mentality, and you know I don't know. I'm not. It's kind of hard to change our culture. I understand all of that, but we have to have people who are setting examples, and that's why I rate the Prime Minister so much. The man tried to conduct himself in such a manner where you can learn something from him, and even what we're going through here now with the IC thing. Look how the man conduct himself. Look how the man. You understand what I say? So we have to learn something from the Prime, and the other thing too. The other thing where we are learning from him now, what people should be looking at, but some people not even look at. The man I show you say, if you handle your money right, invest your money, and that's how you can develop wealth, right? If people just, at this moment, people should just look at it and say, but the man do something right. The man are sure we say if we manage the money and invest. You understand what I say? Instead of carry him down for that.
You see, Churchill, you have a whole heap of people who walk into the bank and then take one loan, and then take the loan and then go on a gym weekend, or then go on a reggae soundfresh, or they might take loan to buy ticket for go Vibes Cartel show. Yeah?
That's what I say. Jamaica people not poor. You ever go alright. Sorry for interrupt your father Chuck, but you ever see like say in a not the best of communities then a young youth drop out, right? And you see them ball, oh Jesus, you young youth are doing little thing, ray, poor youth. You ever see them poor youth at the funeral?
Alright.
You know how much for a casket? And the type of casket where them buy? Right now, death and funeral becomes a part of the culture. It's a fashion show. It's something to celebrate. That is where the culture is right now. The type of just the whole fiasco, funeral and a funeral like one time. People no go funeral go mourn again and sadden for the passing of a person. People them go funeral, a party is a flexing arena. A man can say, oh, my cousin we buried last week, film casket the dear and that the one the casket.
Yes. It's actually a competition now.
Yeah,
and it's not just now. Because Jenna can said it's growing up in a Seaview garden. When war going on, people dead. It was competition to see who get the better casket and who get the better funeral.
Alright. You know? So and in addition to that, the music thing where Sir Churchill talked about. You see that music thing there? You see the same way how them can what the word would I say? The same way how them censor the music to protect the cockroaches, the same way them need to censor it to protect with children them. Because alright, any artist nowadays, if you go on them music, everybody are sing about the same thing. Woman, drugs, guns, money. And that's the fourth topic. Woman, drugs, guns, money. That are the fourth topic. When last you hear a song about the fish them or the cockroach them? Don't the big wigs them put sanctions in place to protect the fish them feelings?
Yes.
Because according to them it's abuse against them rights. So what about the nation pitting them rights? That me you want to know. What about the pitting them rights? What about our rights? Why the same sanction? Why the same sanction with them put in place to protect the fish them and them feelings? Why something like that can't put in place to protect the future generation from them corrupt music here? Why?
Yeah, man, I believe that need to start that, man. We need to stop people go around in the dance and we keep and check people ID in the club them and them place there. That's what, well, me feel say when they have the designated areas now, you can't start going there, you check people ID, you remove people underage. And we make it mandatory for the clubs them check ID at the door.
But Chucks, Shannon. Morning, panel. Morning, everybody, panel for you.
Morning, Sir Rusty.
Why are these government agencies and people of this country protecting people who are the wrongs in terms of sodomy? When the Bible clearly states it, they must be unalived.
I don't know this Bible.
You cannot jump on and and unalive all of them, but
the law is
there should be no law to protect them.
There is no law to protect them, Rusty.
But everybody are going like say they want rights to the wrongs. You know, say in Iran, you in Iran, if you ever do anything like that, then chop off your head, same place.
Alright, let me tell you how the world work, Rusty. Them say, little Jamaica, we don't have nothing. They have been trying to bully us into changing our laws for years. And if we don't change the law, we not get certain things. Russia won the World Cup 6 years ago. Russia hosted the football World Cup. Russian law states that anyhow we even catch 2 men on the road a whole hand, then dead.
Yes, man.
Russia was able to host the football World Cup. Them have a Formula 1 race, them have everything. China have the laws done the same way. All these big countries we can afford to do them thing, them have serious anti-gay laws. Jamaica, we have a buggery law on the book for years where for public service announcement, the PMP are trying to get removed. Yeah, Lisa Hanna write an article say it should be removed. We see Isaac Buchanan is now the lead attorney for J-Flag. We see Vibes Cartel a campaign for them. So yeah, they are trying to get it removed. Right? So we have the laws and them fees that them can bully us because we are little Jamaica. But I am glad so far that we have stand up to them and we tell them say, we're not removing it off of the books.
That we stand up, is the Labour Party stand up.
Labour Party stand up and tell them say, we're not taking it off of the books.
Not in my cabinet.
Not in my cabinet, Bruce.
Big up, Sir Bruce.
And Bruce it start from. I see how it start from.
Yeah, but Bruce, me know about those. Yeah,
you just already you say you know about Bruce.
But big up, Sir Bruce. Bruce say yes. Them can be there, but not in my cabinet.
Not in mine. Morning, Comrade Walker.
If you was a researcher, Chuck, so if you go back to the 80s and check it out, a long time, them a pressure say how they know.
Yeah, but remember, I know Rusty said me talk all the while say that is why the CIA, the same CIA with the PMP them of course. In 1989, when they realized that them cannot get Siaga to do what them want, they went back, take up the same Michael Manley. The same Manley when supporters them love cause CIA, and them take up Michael Manley and brush him off. Take off him bush jacket and put him in a suit and tie and put him back in a Jamaica parliament.
But with all due respect still anyway, so Michael, they could come to Michael and go breaking there.
Yeah man, Michael did get it, you know man.
Michael Manley about 30 big the right across Jamaica, you know.
Them say the stories. Well, yeah man, Michael, I'm probably more pretty than Bob Marley.
I tell you an answer. Only about picking up with Leon and live a grand spend.
Did he have any children with his mother?
If you have any children, you do.
No. Don't shake you Philippians. Come back.
That's a shaky question, Philippians.
Oh, that question about Philippians. You're not here.
No. Don't repeat it, Philippians. Don't repeat it. Please, don't repeat it. Right? But as I say, we, no matter what is tried, the achievement of this government cannot be taken away. Them are trying to muddy the waters as best them can. Them are try everything for the progress. Hey, listen to me. The campaign where them launch against Andrew Homelessness, you know, is a all or, you ever play poker then tell you say all in? Is a all in campaign them launch and Andrew Homelessness, you know.
But Chuck, you know, so they run out of lyrics right now. They run out of ammunition.
Yes. No, because them go all in for the Integrity Commission and, you know, be the result what they want.
sound flap. See them at Warmington in them look nasty people are come down pan bar. Wrong man, them a go down pan. They forgot to Warmington and I like Andrew. Make them stay there, here.
Yeah, they do. So they don't ramp with Warming, you know.
No, Philippians probably have a good reason to ask a question there, you know, because man, Lee's a boy who used to kick down his mother and box her down.
There's a all in attack. Them go against Andrew. Them put everything in it. Listen, this is when the guy at the Integrity Commission tell them, say, we find some bank account whenever they clear, you know. Them say, yes, we have him now. We can roll out everything on this. When they tell him, say, we are going to bring in one overseas forensic auditor, them say, yes, we must find something wrong. We must, hey, who remember, as much as PMP talk about government corruption and investigation, who remember that Ronnie Tweets lodged a check that was made out to the postal service in our own personal bank account? Ronald Tweets, Deacon Ronnie Tweets, lodged the postal service check in our own bank account.
Yeah, man, remember that.
And paid account. Yes, there you go, $30 million. Thank you, Pablo. Pablo, remember it. Lodged in our own personal account.
What did come of that?
Ronnie Tweets still there road today. I don't even remember if they pay back the money. Because them something that was allowed to happen under the watchful eyes of RJR and Gleaner. It's like how them have Andrew business on the front page every day. One day, wonder that they put you on a page 12.
Don't make no headline.
Don't make no headline. And they were allowed to get away with things like this.
When we I know
watchful eyes.
Know that we are cost Gleaner, then come out and cry cream.
Yeah, man, they run to them parents. Them a trouble me. Run to them parents a ball on. They never tell them parents that them come out the road come start trouble.
But Chuck, when we are talking about the corruption of the PMP, that not the panelists, you need to put that in a list, you know. Can you remember about it?
You remember about it? Yeah, man.
No, I never remember about it in a general thinking.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I remember about it, but it should be put in there.
Should be put in there, man. Part of the corruption, man.
Oh, the hell you put the money like that in the deacon.
The deacon.
So how long will they go?
Right. The deacon run it tweets.
That Philippians go. I know you have one list there. Go edit it for me. Go get on. Do some research, man, me darling, and put it in the proper. All right.
Yeah, man.
You see that Omar Davis there? That Omar Davis there, him man near me shit before him dead. Too much
you want somebody there them bedside with a tape recorder.
Omar Davis have on him. Holy.
The amount of people I water depend him.
Ocean, I'm fear right now.
Right. The people, yeah, man, them are going to confess their sins before them dead, man. Then now go so easy. Them are going to walk. Them are going to suffer the indignity of can't make it to the bathroom.
See, person
already. All right, Pablo say man do it already.
I'm sick for true. Them are them shit for true.
Them are going to do it before then. Hey. But when you can't there.
Marcel, can you mute your mic, please?
Listen to the other side that was giving. Listen to the other side that was giving the false information.
Your mic is not mute.
Alright, listen to the other side that was giving the false information and take their side instead of yours. And so this is what you would, it is similar to an appeal, right? It is really an appeal to say, hey, I don't think that justice was given to me. I am now appealing the verdict. So look through it, look over it carefully, because what you did to me was an injustice. That's all it is, you know. So Madsos, I want to assume that you're a well-thinking Jamaican. I am going to take that position for the moment until I can prove otherwise.
He's not.
No, man. I am going to be foolish enough to take that position for the moment and say he's a well-thinking Jamaican who misunderstood, right? And it's unfortunate that Deon Jackson Miller, who is supposed to be a legal luminary, who is a legal mind, is going to go out there and spread misinformation when she knows better. right? I can almost forgive the Gleaner because of their political posture, but Dean Jackson Miller has no excuse at all, right? So that's what it is.
To be honest, you know, Joshua, she does has an excuse, and that's why they're able to do it publicly.
What is her excuse?
Without any fear of repercussions.
What is her excuse?
I'm gonna get to it. Hold on. I'm gonna say it to everybody. No, as part of the judicial review, right? And here's one of the reasons for the judicial review. While these laws do exist, and the IC personnel commissioner, investigator, or chairman has the right to operate within these laws, what really have happened and what the Prime Minister and his legal team is requesting is a look over to make sure or to highlight that they didn't operate according to the law without ambiguity, right? Because hear this now, they're like Dean Jackson Miller's defense and the IC's defense, they operated in their interpretation of the law. What's wrong with that? That's their interpretation.
No, but look at
Hold on, Philippines, let me finish. Finish to the court for the judicial review. That's where the judge will say, hey, this or the panel will say, hey, this is the law, and your understanding or interpretation does not imply because these are the facts. So that's why they can do it as, oh, we didn't do anything wrong, and that's why there's much legal in legal responsibility on them or repercussions, because they are going to say in their defense it's their interpretation of the law, right? And that's why, hold on, I'm going to prove my point now. And that's why when the constitutional argument was going on regarding citizenship, that's why they had to bring in the brother there from UWI who lectures in constitutional law, as well as Mr. Abe Dabdoo, who major in that particular discipline. They had to go for those persons because the people who were speaking, like Dean Jackson, all of them, just had a general knowledge of laws and was just portraying their interpretation. But that's when they went for the specialists in this discipline to say, hey, that's not how it goes. Because you only read one clause when this clause is superseded by a different clause. If you understand what I'm getting at now. So that is the reason for the judicial review. And as Joshua said and Chuck said, it's a look over to make sure these laws were administered and were operated in with all fairness, and the Prime Minister's constitutional rights weren't infringed on. That's the whole purpose of this thing right here, right?
Beautiful black man can go ahead now.
All right.
I'll just reserve what I have to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What we need to understand is that demonization is not something new to the People's National Party. It's something that they use successful before, and they are using it now. And if at this stage of the game, a person does not understand that the courts cannot change laws and stuff like that, it is sad, and we're in trouble. I think we need to teach maybe more about the laws of the country and the constitution, or where you make up laws, where you have to go to get the laws put in place.
Enacted, yes, go ahead.
Yes, but you see at this stage, if you don't, and you cannot change their mind, because they already set it, say that is what they are going to believe.
Sir, do you know why? Do you know why we're at this juncture?
All right. One thing you need to understand.
No. One simple move why so much people is confused and hold on to the lie opposed to the truth. That's what I'm asking. Do you know the reason why we're at this juncture?
It is all right. It's people nature, you know. Most of them don't know, but they hear what somebody else say, and that's what they do.
You are correct. You're correct. But I'm going to touch the pinnacle moment, the exact thing. They say the day when the motion was filed, right after TVJ News and all of them break it, what happened? All angles came on, and the first person to talk about it was Dean Jackson Miller through her interpretation and said, hey, this is what the Prime Minister is trying to do, to struck down these laws. And that was the leader of this misinformation. That's where it all started.
Yeah, but that is what that is a campaign in terms of demonization. They did it to Edward Tiaga. Why not do it to this prime minister? And I think for me, it is one of the things that I'm kind of really upset about. It's like this government, we apologize too much for every little thing. Like everything you have to apologize and explain to people. You should be learned enough to understand these things. And that is why I'm kind of glad that the thing is more balanced now. We have more people that share their opinions about what they support. Because if not, they would only have their information out there and people are soaking it up and believing what they're saying. Right? So we need to teach our
Joshua. Before we go any further, I want to respond to what he said just now, Mr. Churchill. We're still suffering from that phenomenon because here's why. They have control of major media outlets, and guess what? As soon as something happens, they're out there in the front and spreading their propaganda. They're twisting the narrative to suit them. As soon as something happens, I want you to look at the presentation in Parliament the other day.
All right, just hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Let me land. Please, let me land. If you look at the presentation by the finance minister in Parliament this week, he mentioned that in the third quarter, the economy contracted and it was a 2.1%, fall we had. The Gleaner put that part only with a picture seeming as if the finance minister is stressing out and losing his mind and forget about all the positives that was spoken and presented in his presentation. They're playing.
Yeah, but basically that's what I'm saying. You cannot help them. You cannot tell them otherwise because that's what they believe. And then not going to change any at all. So it's like beating a dead ass.
But it's not about belief.
You see, what I'm saying,
it's not about belief, you know. It's not about belief.
Yeah, but
it's about
traditional media.
And the media bringing the facts to the people.
Yeah, but traditional media, not a lot of people is not listening to or watching traditional media. Yeah, we have few. That's why we have platforms like these and minds like yours that we can share are debunk the disinformation, and that's what you got to do. Because most of the viewership or listenership, everybody's on TikTok. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? That is what we got to do. But they believe what they believe, nothing can change. They won't allow their mind to think otherwise.
On this point, I've been saying from the other day, the traditional media is one-sided. And if you listen to what the Prime Minister when Chuck played the Prime Minister's presentation earlier, Dr. Andrew Hornis pointed out, and this is what stuck in my mind. He said no matter how them try to make Jamaica look bad, right? No matter how them try to make Jamaica look bad, because the Prime Minister represents Jamaica. And all these media houses, how can they be so one-sided? I mean, kudos to you guys. You're on these platforms and you're doing the job, you're putting out the word, and you're critiquing what's going on. But Jamaica needs another side out there. Traditional. And that's what it needs, because when they do those things, they think they will be unchallenged. They think they won't be challenged.
But they used to not being challenged when them do it. Them used to it.
Yeah.
That is it.
That is the point.
Used to not being challenging. They used to not being challenged by nobody. So, like these platforms, you have to challenge them at the stupid. And you see, when you look at them, they're like Donald Trump. Them talk some things out in the mouth, and you're like, what them really say?
Right?
You know?
So, I mean, I don't know how it's going to be done, but something has to go happen. Along with the social platforms that we have, something more has to be done. Because it will continue like that, And until you have another media house out there in the public, other than social platforms, it's gonna continue like this. But you need somebody to stand up to them toe to toe. When Dan Jackson come out and put out her opinion, somebody need to, and I see George Davis. George Davis is doing something. He needs to keep it up. But we need more of George Davis. We need more like him to do it on a major radio station or a print media.
Listen to Emily. Emily challenges that time.
It is days like this where I miss that infectious laugh.
Wilmot Perkins.
This is Mark Golding. I have learned that today is your first anniversary.
Wilmot Perkins, man, the great, the late, great. Right. But
finish playing that thing about Mark Golding a while ago. Like everybody here.
Oh, you mean Mark Golding? Congratulations. Hold on. This is
have planned for Jamaican. Mark Golding. I have learned that today is your first anniversary, and I just want to wish you a very happy anniversary on this auspicious occasion, and urge you to keep up the.
This is Isaac Buchanan, and I want to big up Dre Bryan. Hey, Dre. From the Dre Bryan Show. Happy 1 year anniversary, man.
Hey Dre, this is Sian Barneswell, MP candidate for Southeast Clarendon. I want to give a special shout out to you on this your first anniversary.
Happy for 1 year anniversary, Dre Bryan. It is so good to be here. I see you post them all the time, you know. I just follow you right here, so now I always watch you and see what you're doing. But
Dre, Dr. Dayton Campbell here, GenSec of the PNP. I hear that it's your anniversary. Just want to wish you a happy anniversary. Want to commend you for the tremendous work that you do on the front line of the...
What the PNP have planned for Jamaica?
Chuck, me have a question.
Yeah.
What did they say? Is first year home anniversary?
So like that they mean to say.
Oh.
But that is a glimpse. That is a glimpse into the future of Jamaica under the next PNP government.
So let me ask you a question. If and I'm being serious now, if that is the case, wherein one of their members, by all indications, seem to be married to a gay person, publicly on their TikTok showing somebody answer my girl this, something to the effect, playing a song in the background, and it was a male that they were showing. And another person who wants to run for member of parliament, who's running for member of parliament, is a spokesperson for J-Flag. And there are other instances. Why is it that the PNP bloggers and vloggers and TikTokers are coming out and accusing the Jamaica Labour Party that we want to turn Jamaica into a homosexual paradise when they're on the forefront of it?
That's why you don't listen when I speak, you know. Every day I tell it, I say the PNP deals in projections. PNP deals in projections. Whatever they call you, whatever them accuse you of doing, is what they are doing. That's what them do. That's what them do. The fact that them other man say Andrew corrupt is because Mark Golding corrupt. So them say, if me call you so first, then nobody won't look for me.
But you know the funny part.
A playground strategy the PNP I use.
Yeah, but it's a well, as I said, this information, and they play on what the public want to hear and what the public don't like. I said, if you can accuse that person of that, I say, yo, I saw him stay and that him doing a rare.
Nobody won't look for you.
Yes, right? And it's there, the type of people that follow their party, that engage in their party, the kind of stuff. It is right there. It's proven that you look every day and you see them. right? But guess what? Point the finger on that person first. And try to demonize that person first.
My brother, you're full of diplomacy, you know. So I'm going to break down exactly what I'm saying in more layman terms so people can understand. What the PMP does is fuel their bad mind. Them don't like to see a small man come up and do it, and the PMP knows this, so then turn them against Andrew Holness, right? Fuel their bad mind. Anything that wiles them up, you know, fuel it. These people don't like homosexuality, you know. But guess what the PNP do? Double in it, but point the finger on somebody else. They fuel their bad mind. That's what they do. And if you don't believe me, ask Damien Crawford. He will tell you.
Yes. So let me ask you a question, gentle people. With the fact that it seems like Jerry is married to a man, is it that he wanted my friend Caution as his sweetheart while he was sending him pictures? Why the room so silent?
Can't answer that one then. Nobody have the answer.
No, this just goes to say, guys, this is what we are up against, because we're up against these PMP people where Jay Brian, this man don't come on the platform, this man don't talk one truth, and everybody fact checking. Even the same Caution me I cuss him out and say I'm a batty man because him tried this and him tried that. This just go how far and how desperate the PNP are go just forget some political. It is obvious. Look at it. In when they came out with Bruce Golden thing, how long ago how close it was to a general election. You understand? The same thing that they did to Siaga, and they're trying it with Andrew. Remember, you know, when even Peter Phillips tried it in country, it was right in the election here, right? Peter Phillips tried the same thing. What they're doing to Andrew Holness, they tried over and over and over again, and now they're coming and doing the same God Almighty thing, and the media house keep on back them. I can recall when Dayton Campbell went on a political platform and him demonized nationwide a breeding ground for labor right and this and that and so. Nobody at all came out the same time. A couple days after the Press Association say something. You understand? And it is just sad to say when them shoot up Clifford's place, PBJ didn't come out and say nothing. Them act like say something good. You understand? So I can't understand people still thinking they should have known that the Gleaner, our breeding ground, just as we Dayton Campbell say, for the People's National Party, so nothing gonna come out, this not gonna be good. You understand? Nothing at all. And then Jay Brian, boy, I mean, I know it's sad, but it is what it is. We have to just accept the reality that the People's National Party is the Batman Party, and that's just the clear fact.
I wash you now. Think that me alone have work to go.
And guess what? It's at the end of the day, they keep telling themselves that they are the best party for run Jamaica. Even with all their flaws and criminality and their behavior over the years. They keep telling themselves they are the best. They don't have any morality in anything at all, and they have destroyed this country. Right? I'm in my 40s, so I live on them. They have destroyed this country. You see with 2 eyes. So until you can see with the 2 eyes and realize that, look here, no. Look at the amount of different progress where the country go beyond. And what they do is put their members in critical area. Right? Critical area. That we will prevent things from happening and say things that don't go so. And you know, if the people whatever think they don't know better will believe them. But and honestly, it's just being forum like these, you have to keep doing what you do to kind of dispel some of the disinformation, because we don't have a radio station or a Gleaner company or a newspaper company or anything. So put in the not it said in defense, I just talk what is right. So we don't know where to do.
In response to that, We don't really need nobody to defend we know. We just need somebody who will speak the truth. As long as they're willing to speak the truth, that's all. You don't need defense per se. Just give the people credible, honest information. That's all it will take. That's all.
All right, guys, I am back. That was a long freeze.
You come back, Chuck. You know, you play the Prime Minister's presentation and something was said that I don't know. I don't know if I think too much of it, but something was said. I don't know if anybody else hear it. And, you know, I did say it some time ago that the Prime Minister shouldn't call an election until after the next budget. And today he
when he mentioned the budget.
He did mention. You will hear the budget next year again. So, all right, me PM.
He mentioned the budget. And the same thing clicking on my mind. All right, no election before.
Me not call no election. All the next budget. We're going to wait. Now, break for the next election. I'll journalists and have a come out contact about call election and get it over with. Well, we're going to go and wait till the shoes drop off on the foot.
That was a clear indication right there. It run through my mind too. Come on.
But you know, earlier before I came on and I said, Chuck, try and get to the PM. The PM literally, I understand, and everybody on this platform would understand if you started to listen to it. The PM literally beat them bad same way, saying that, you know, giving out misinformation and all that stuff. It can't be right. All them do is flowing people to think and do stupid things. And the PM beat me. Sorry, me never did come a long time. It's just because my wife did call me and I had to go on talking to her. That's the reason why I never come on and said, Chuck, the PM is on. Try and listen. And from the man, come on, the man start beat them bad. You understand? So how them supposed to feel now? Knowing that them didn't them think and wait, say yes, an election going call, an election going call. Them good thing to wait. You understand? Because guess what? This budget that's going to come around, remember me, I tell you, it's going to be very superb.
I want to point out to you, as you mentioned just now. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man, we're here.
Good. I want to point out some figures because money on my ears kind of work away. There's 2.5 billion US dollars that is about to be spent on Jamaica. And we'll hear about it in the next budget. I don't know if you guys hear it. Remember, the securitization just earned us up close to 500 million US dollars. And the deal that he mentioned that they signed just now is 2 billion US dollars. That's money.
Exactly.
That's money. That's development. Hold on, that's development. That is, I don't even know what word to use to describe it. And this is what they're afraid of, because if these things if these things can come to the forefront and start being produced, these monies being spent, they don't have a chance. That's why them are forced to get an election. Journalists are ball feet. Them are come with no confidence motion, improperly and unethically. Every little thing them are try about to say. The Prime Minister, no election and until after the next budget.
Don't call the PNP and ethics in the same sentence. Don't do that. Don't blaspheme.
Guys, now me have to run, but it was nice chatting with you guys.
All right, bless you, boss. Pass through anytime.
Yeah, man.
All right, so I want to mention something that I hear none of you mention. You remember when the PM just came in, when he just became Prime Minister?
Guys, tap the screen.
All right. When he just became Prime Minister, the speed by which he was working with, you remember that? And everybody was saying, boy, why is he in such a hurry? You heard what he said a while ago in his presentation about how quickly that 5 years from now we'll look on and we'll say how quickly these things were done. It seems as if he's now going to be going on a fast pace, ramping up of things again. Back to the old Andrew that we knew before COVID. Right?
Hold on, Joshua, I'm going to run the speech from before we're catching. So go and listen to that part of it, I did miss. This is when him just take the stage.
The Mayor, Michael Bell Davis. Just as a side note, a bed is not a trampoline. Our newly minted, the Mr. Matthew Samuda, Mr. Dr. Kenneth Russell, someone who I've known for many years. I welcome you to the political arena, sir, and may you stay in your seat as you are. Mr. Felix Simon, Vice President of the Unicomer Group, and Mr. Errol LeBlanc, Mrs. Nordia Leslie, Store Manager, executive heads of public bodies who may be here, and members of the private sector who are here, and other stakeholders, representatives of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is still morning. Good morning. It is truly a pleasure for me to be here with you today as we celebrate this significant milestone in the life of Quartz Jamaica and our nation's economic journey. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest appreciation to Quartz for their continued investment in Jamaica. Congratulations on your 65th anniversary and on opening your 30th store in Jamaica. It is remarkable to witness how far Quartz has come, evolving from a single store to becoming a household name synonymous with quality and reliability across the island. Your commitment to our people and our economy is invaluable, and we thank you for your unwavering confidence in Jamaica. The Unicomer Group is, with this massive investment here, a major investor in Jamaica, a major contributor to the FDI, the Foreign Direct Investment of Jamaica. And your decision to expand by establishing this beautiful new store here in Draxall is a testament to your confidence in Jamaica's future and a signal of the vast opportunities for investors, entrepreneurs, and the people of this region. Debbie opined that it is just amazing to see the expansion of the Draxall area in just such a short period of time. I would venture to say that the expansion took place within the last 8 years. And I would not be incorrect. I draw no other parallel, but obviously you have. It coincides, of course, with the 2 terms of this administration. It is no coincidence why it has happened. This is now a commercial hub, without question. This area is now a commercial hub, strategically located along the north coast and benefiting from its proximity to the highway. The area has attracted international brands along with a growing number of local enterprises. This influx of investment has triggered a construction boom and positioned Draxall as an ideal location for business expansion. The ripple effects of this growth are being felt in new employment and businesses being developed, as well as improved access to goods and services, all of which contribute to an improved quality of life of residents. As St. Ann continues to grow, we know St. Ann for its vibrant tourism. I believe it was the mayor who said, St. Ann is known as the capital of entertainment. We take great pride in Dunn's River. It's capital of attractions as well. But Draxall is now showing another dimension of the richness of the parish. You are now developing a commercial hub. And it is important that that point be made, that the Jamaican economy can be much more than tourism. And we're not going to hit tourism. Tourism is still the main plank of our foreign exchange earnings, and still the main catalytic attraction for FDIs. In 2023, Jamaica attracted $431 million in foreign direct investment, which represents a notable, as you had mentioned, Minister, 35% increase from the 319 million which we attracted in 2022. This is a recovery, and it underscores the strength of the Jamaican economy to recover so quickly its foreign direct investment from the pandemic. Sectors such as tourism, outsourcing, and information technology were major drivers of this growth, with tourism accounting for $180 million of that foreign investment, and the global outsourcing services accounting for $140.5 million. So you see, those two industries, along with bauxite, account for a large part of our foreign exchange earnings. But as we look to the future, and I want to latch on to something that Mr. LeBlanc mentioned. He said, this store is about serving the aspirations of the Jamaican people. There is a sense in Jamaica that somehow we mustn't aspire, that we must not appreciate the driving urge inside of us to achieve better. There is a sense sometimes that when you give a big vision, people want to pour cold water on it. It can't be achieved. It's not worthwhile trying to speak about these grand things. The sense is, just look for the common things. Just deal with the small things. A few weeks ago, I had the opportunity to meet with the head of the IFC, the financial arm of the World Bank. He is from Africa, I believe Sierra Leone, if I'm not mistaken, or Senegal, Senegal. And he was a former finance minister. And we were having a great chat, myself, himself, and Minister Clark. And he was telling us about the experience he had when he was just becoming Minister of Finance in Senegal. I believe it's Senegal. And he noticed that all the waiters were gathering, conferring amongst themselves as to whether or not he was the finance minister. And they were saying, no, he couldn't be the finance minister. He has no security around him. It couldn't be. So when they were carrying his order, a few of them went up to him and they asked him, are you the finance minister? And he said, yes. And then they started to tell him of all the problems they were having and experiencing and what they would like to see. So he started to tell them, but look, we have brought down inflation. We have stabilized the exchange rate. We have reduced the debt. giving tax breaks. And he said, one of the waiters looked at him and said, but we can't eat that, sir. I was floored. I was floored because I have had the exact same experience. Maybe not waiters coming over, but the same discussion regarding the achievements, the aspirational achievements of the country and the value to the common person. A big disconnect. Of course, we started on a philosophical discussion after that. How do we connect these important, we call them macroeconomic variables, to the urgent needs of the people? And how do we get the people of the country to understand that without correcting these macroeconomic, they sound like big things outside of our understanding. But if you don't get these things right, all the other things that you complain about, you won't get them right. And what you will end up on is a cycle of unfulfilled promises. Because populist leaders will come and tell you, yeah, we're going to fix all your problems today, without any reference to the economy. And then they get disappointed. Our country, our electorate has been on that road several times, which accounts for the lack of trust that people have in politicians, because we have all given in to populist politics because we refuse to believe that the laws of economics are as immutable as the laws of physics. So I go back to your point about aspirations. This store is an aspirational store. You mentioned something that is almost infradig in Jamaican politics. This store is trying to cater to the middle class. You are not going to build a society until you are able to lift people out of poverty and into the middle class. For many years, the philosophical outlook of the country was, we love the poor. But it was hollow because it never did anything to lift anyone out of poverty. It was never aspirational. It was pitiful, that's what it was. This administration is aspirational, and we are not ashamed or abashed in saying we want to lift people out of poverty, to help people to fulfill their aspirations. Simply put, we want people to step up in a life. And if it means that stepping up to prosperity is, you used to have a one-burner kerosene stove, now you can buy a 4-burner gas stove, you can buy a bigger fridge. If that is what prosperity means to you, but we would hope that it would mean that you can send your children to school easier. They can get a better education. You can add on another room on your house. It's the aspiration. And I want all Jamaicans not to be afraid of being aspirational, but to understand that those aspirations cannot be fulfilled without having a solid economy. So, what is going to happen here at Draxall? Let's put Draxall into context. There is the town of Ocho Rios. Ocho Rios is both the tourist capital of the parish, but it is also the commercial hub of the parish, and it is also part residential, and it also does a lot of what you call the back of house operations. So Ocherius is really a knot. It's very difficult to navigate, a lot of traffic, very small roads, and it's very difficult to have tourism, commerce, manufacturing, back of office operations, all in one space. Doesn't work. So what the residents of Ocherius feel is the dysfunction of the town. Then, of course, you have St. Anne's Bay, the capital and historic capital of the town. Again, a buzz of commerce, but also historical and important buildings there. Naturally, what has occurred here is that as new housing developments started to be built and a new consumer is emerging, more aspirational and really frustrated with how can I navigate the public space in Ocherius and in St. Anne's Bay. I need a space that reflects who I am and what I aspire to. Efficiency, convenience, safety, transparency and openness, logical and clean design, modernity. And this space between the two seemed logical. It is a natural process. But that natural process could only happen if people felt safe to invest. Mr. The deputy, the vice president of Unicoma, I took great note of your nodding. Because we always seem to believe that people come to Jamaica to invest because they like Jamaica. There are 100 other destinations that Unicoma could go. What is going to make people choose Jamaica? Which the average person will say, but that can't. That is what is going to enable you to eat. When Unicoma and other investors come here and put down their money and employ you. Think about it. When you look at this strip here, all the investments that have been put down in the last 4 or 5 years, you're looking at several $1 billion of investments. But look a little deeper. How many jobs are here now? Here. Do you realize that 10 years ago we had 13% unemployment? 13. The last report put us at 4.2%. Technically, Jamaica is at what is called full employment. These are facts. And for some people, these facts are uncomfortable because it doesn't accord with the narrative and framework that they would like to see materialize. But the truth is that because of investments like these, we are pulling in more people into the economy. So yes, this nice unemployment number, this unemployment figure might sound distant to you. But this is not the same Jamaica that existed 10 years ago. It's a different Jamaica. where more people have income. So one of the attractions to Jamaica for brands like Unicomer is that there are persons here with income who are aspirational, who want to get access to the products that signify a better quality of life. That's why Unicomer is here, opening up this brand new store. But more than that, Unicomer is here because Jamaica is the only country in the Caribbean that has a free floating exchange rate. The only country. Unicomer is here because they don't have to worry about unpredictable tax policy. For the last 9 budgets, there has been no new taxes. So if you're looking for somewhere to invest, this is the perfect place. Employment is expanding, more people have income, exchange rate is stable and free, inflation is on its way down. The public debt has gone down to the lowest it has ever been in 30 years. At the end of this fiscal year, we will be below 70%. Debt to GDP. All of these that people say, oh, it sounds so good, but by condition. Yes, we cannot ignore that we still have a lot of people who are poor. We cannot ignore that we still have the bad roads that people complain about every day. We cannot ignore the challenges with water. In the recent by-election, when I went into communities, I was confronted by people complaining that they have been without water now for how many decades, and they want their water now. And no matter what I try to explain to them that, yes, we're putting things in place, I want my water now. And I can understand that frustration. Because it's not that they don't have water. It's that they look across at Judicial and other communities and say, but look how they are developing and nothing is happening in my community. So, I want to put the two things together. That the development of Judicial and the investments that are being here, it is important that this be done so that we get the tax revenues and we get the people employed so that we can then take the dividends from these foreign direct investments that are made and now invest it in the people. And that is a commitment of this government, that as we pursue the economic development and getting the macroeconomic variables right, the dividends from that, rest assured, the dividends from that will be reinvested in the people in tangible ways. That is why we did something like the reverse tax credit, never before in Jamaica's history, where the government is giving back to people who earn less than $3 million per year. Never before happened. That's a way in which we are making sure that the dividends of the good economic management reaches to the people. Yes, good economic management can yam. Don't joke with that. So, we are doing some innovative things. Let me, sorry, forgive me, I've departed from my script. Let me. Oh, one other thing I had to mention here. So the road is a problem. The typical challenge of Jamaica is that the natural energy for development oftentimes outstrips and goes in advance of the government's strategic and instrumental development. This is an example of the natural economic energy being unleashed sometimes way in advance of the government's planning. What really should have happened is that the government should build the road and then say to investors, here are the lots divided out and the services. That's what really should have happened. By the way, that is what is happening in St. Thomas. In St. Thomas, we built the road and we are building the urban center at the same time. We are literally, for the first time in how many years, we are literally building a township, building it outright. I don't think we have ever built out a township outright. Ocherios may have been the closest, or maybe Negril, probably Ocherios under Edward Siaga when he had the plan developing the fishing villages and the hotels and so forth. But that was a pre-existing town. This is an entirely new town in the Morant Bay Urban Center that is being built along with a road. For here, we're going to have to do some catch-up. And there are two major projects in place now. The first is the improvement of the North Coast Highway, which is this road here, which will be expanded to a 4-lane road with underpasses and side roads. It will be, yes. The idea is to turn it into, right now what you have is something called a stroad. I don't know if you know what a stroad is. All right? It's a street and a road. Right? They have two different functions. Yeah? I mean, the road is like a massive carriageway that carries a lot of traffic, and a street is connecting within an urban defined space. And so because it's doing two functions, it's carrying people from one area to another, this road. So people from Montego Bay heading into Kingston have to use this. But people who live in this area, who would normally use streets and walk and ride, they also have to use that road. So the road can't function. It doesn't function properly. So what you really need here is a boulevard that goes through with your side streets for your local traffic that's managed in terms of speed so that people can reverse. And then we have negotiations to extend the north-south leg of the highway to take you right into Trelawney. And so both programs are fairly advanced in development, one more than the other. And you will hear more about that in our budget presentation to come next year as to how far we have reached in that plan being actually executed. So in the same way that the Montego Bay bypass is now being developed, well advanced, here we'll also have the proper infrastructure. But more than that, we will put in a development plan. Because what I'm seeing here and the energy here is that you're going to see a redistribution of commercial activity. Persons are going to move out of Ocherios, move out of St. Anne's Bay and seek to relocate here where commerce and industry and business and light manufacturing is quite easily accessed. And what you're going to find is that Ocherios, which we will promote, will become more of a touristic town, where the old charm of the town can be properly enhanced and developed and harnessed for its economic value. And the St. Anne's Bay can be properly developed for its historical value, which adds depth to our tourism. So you get both sun, sea, and sand, but you also get culture and history and people. And then the suburbs around this area can get access to the lifestyle that this urban space will create. So that's the overall plan for the parish and for the 3 main urban centers that will be developed here. So I want you to understand that your government isn't just, just sitting not doing anything. Your government is aspirational. We're not dreaming. We're not dreamers. You do, as I said in Parliament the other day, you dream when your eyes are closed. We are visionaries. We are seeing the challenges and we are creating the workable solutions. And so within another 5 years, you're going to see all of that materialize in the same way that you have seen this materialize, and then you look back at it and say, oh, wow, how fast this happened. In 5 years' time, you're going to say, oh, whoa, how fast it happened. And you're going to see many more investors here. So as we look to the future, we anticipate even greater inflows, particularly, as I've said, in tourism, and that will mean an increase in the hotel rooms along this corridor. But I want to highlight that we have signed an agreement with the IFC. This is when I had the meeting with the head of the IFC who came. It's a $2 billion agreement. And that is to fund this highway that we have discussed, this new road that will become the main boulevard for the urban space of Draxall, which is going to be created. It is to fund some water projects and some other infrastructure projects that we see are necessary. In fact, it is to fund 10 major infrastructure projects. The highway is one of them. Another one is the broadband project, because we intend to make Jamaica a digital society. Yes. It will also fund some healthcare projects as well. So we are on track, and I have great confidence that what we are doing will put Jamaica in a better place. So allow me to close off my presentation, and you have been a wonderful audience. Jamaica has made incredible strides over the last 8 years. Our economic growth and stability are no accident. These achievements were made possible by sound policies that encourage business growth, foster infrastructure development, and expand economic activities across the island, including rural areas. My administration views foreign direct investments as essential for our economic development, and over the past 8 years, we have undertaken critical reforms to enhance the investment climate of Jamaica. The truth is that for a number of decades, Jamaica was viewed by investors as high risk. Jamaica was viewed as a high risk destination. While the risk perception may have been exaggerated at times, it was not unfounded in the context of a highly volatile inflation rate, interest rates, and exchange rates, in terms of a high debt to GDP, high unemployment, and unpredictable tax policy. But when you look at the investment environment in Jamaica today relative to the past, it has been completely transformed. Now we have stable inflation, interest rates and exchange rates move within the bounds that are common to even developed countries. We have stability in those key areas. The lowest debt to GDP levels in 30 years. Our debt to GDP on a net basis is already below 60% of GDP. Just 2 weeks ago, rating agency Standard & Poor's revised its outlook on Jamaica from stable to positive. We have record low unemployment, as I said, in the latest Statin report. We are now at 4.2%. We have very predictable tax policy, 9 consecutive budgets, no new taxes. And to add to that, as I've said before, Jamaica is the only country in the region with a freely floating exchange rate. These are not facts that you can challenge. And no matter how you try to make Jamaica look bad, These facts speak for themselves. The next phase of the government's effort is to ensure that our economy grows. Growth, that's the next frontier of government policy and effort. And to get growth, you must have investments. Investment, however, is only one component. There are some other components like efficiency and productivity and innovation. And for that to happen, we must engage in deep institutional reforms, which I will speak more about, but we must also embrace the use of technology, and we must invest in our human resources. So this is what Jamaica is going to do to make this place a destination. As I close, I want you to appreciate that this is a retail store. The extent of its investment in terms of sparking growth will be the impact it will have on. But what we want to do to export Jamaica's business climate as a strategy for growth. Meaning, with all the good macroeconomic variables, so businesses will come. But just for a moment, think, if we got crime down, if we had good infrastructure, road, water reliable, not only would people come to open retail store, they would want to come to move their staff to work in Jamaica. They would want to move their business operations to Jamaica. Because what do we have? We have tourism, lifestyle, sun, sea and sand, good infrastructure to work, beautiful weather, beautiful culture, beautiful people. Jamaica would then truly become the place of choice to live, work, raise your families, do business, and retire in paradise. That's what the administration is doing. We're going to reduce crime,
Get that monster out the room.
improve our infrastructure so we are known as a destination with good Wi-Fi and internet and broadband, good integration of technology in our public services and the provision of services generally, good housing, good restaurants, good museums, good parks, and you will not have place for people to come and live and work. And that is part of the growth strategy now for Jamaica. So ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for your patience while I tortuously go through the strategy for development of Jamaica. But by the smiles and nods in the crowd, I see that you have got the message and you appreciate it.
So there's the Prime Minister telling you from day one.
Yes, a visionary. Yes, I love it.
Vision. Vision, that's what we are. We are leading to the future, from the future. And I'm glad to hear the Prime Minister mention the antidote about people telling us a road and something they can't eat, because that is exactly how the PMP them reason. Everything you do is equate to them belly. Everything you do.
All them want is one night's meal. Nothing else.
One night out of food. Right?
Oh, you can't better. You never know the difference, you know. One side teaches you or gives you hope. You know, they support you know, you being prosperous, give you the tools to become prosperous. There's the other side that you know, sell you doom and gloom and tell you, oh, the sky is falling, and they don't tell you, oh, how to prevent the sky from falling. and just say everything is bad, everything is going bad, you know? Yeah.
Doom and gloom. And that's the only way they can work, by selling fear.
And the thing is, yeah, as Patrick said, he is working. It's not just the vision, but input things. You can see the physical things in place. Yeah, it's not a pipeline government you have. Yeah? You must feel like fix broken stuff from the 18 years. Mafia deal with Operation Pride still with under Pete, we come under PJ. Still feel look about people I give them title and so from under Operation Pride.
Are building and we're gonna continue to build.
He might give $24 billion water project. Can you imagine Westmoreland, Trelawney, Hanover? Them never have no proper water infrastructure. The Ray Cobra water treatment plant for Kingston and St. Catherine. This PM building out infrastructures.
So somebody in the chat that says 47 years, them divide US 47 years, and I'm sure Jamaica the best place to live right now.
What's that? Ruler, yeah, ruler.
Yeah, man.
And then I am going to see this blogger man. Don't even, they probably can't even travel to come to Jamaica.
No, it not have no effect on nobody on this panel, you know. Him don't have any effect on any sensible person on this panel. But a waste of time, Philip. Keep yourselves. You have more important things through the rest of this year. Because you always do it, you know. We always appreciate the fact that your police this thing. Nobody waste of time with him. Man, let's find something else to do, man. Make him turn one side. But I listen to it, I watch him right. I mean, I pay him, no man. He's lucky. Exactly. Yeah, man. Well, we somebody hurt up your heart and all for that. You say that, man.
I always are saying a clean green. Them agent, they always are come and try this track when we're on a point. They always are this track and I say also. And then the time where you answer them now, you totally forget.
The response, they break the flow. Right, I know I'm proud of me here. I heard the Prime Minister yesterday, man. I didn't even know. I look off go to work and I look to see in paid months up. I think it was Facebook. I mean, I listened to the man. I talked to people after I give up. They hand over 100 and something houses. I think people who have NHC benefit, and then him just the man just when the man attack, you wonder why is there another choice? Why is there another choice? We don't need nobody else. The man have the thing sort out. And you can hear the people reacting at the audience, like some of them you can know that some of them never ever realize that. So where you can hear the type of responses you're getting. This like actually I really swear to go. Why they don't know what this story go? Because a lot of people are making themselves aware. They just whatever come flash on them phone, they don't say boy because all them don't go so. You know me love use Google. If me type in Google, you know the amount of things we have on list. You know you have one list where things where you did search for already and you look. Yeah, we need to do that.
But I can bet you clean green.
Yeah.
This one man will come say much I run forget PM. I can bet you him could never go on a stage, go say where the PM just say.
No, he cannot. It's not possible.
We know him can never go there. You see that look part of part where the way he say what can yam. I bet you said the man can't say that. Maybe any of that. Because him can't do it.
We can identify with that.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hi, Rula.
Blessings to you. I know you do a great job monitoring and controlling some of these activities. Let me just say this. I wrote earlier that I lived in the United States for 47 years. And yes, indeed, for me personally, when I hear people hating on Jamaica, I wonder, where are they living? You know, I left Jamaica at the age of 21, did engineering in the States. I have two beautiful daughters and my wife, God bless her, she passed 4 years ago. But I decided I was going to come back to Jamaica. And since I've been here, the same location that the Prime Minister was speaking about, I am not far from there. And if you ever see that particular area, the development the upgrading, and I'm from Kingston, I'm from a ghetto in Kingston, Mount View Avenue, Warwick Hills, and I decided to come on the North Coast, and I love it. And believe you me, I can tell you this, since I've been back here 2 years now, I can tell you of about 32 of my friends from Excelsior who have been back here to Jamaica, and they love it. So all the people who are sending the hate, they need to check themselves and realize that they're talking down Jamaica. And I hate it when I hear. So sometimes I come and I listen to you guys here, Chops, munchieb, talking positive things. And that's what I've been latching on to as far as our great island called Jamaica. Yeah, man.
God bless you, sir.
Yes, 'cause you know, as you said, the positive things and the flooding of the positive versus the negative. For not everybody can take so much negative. They're going to get tired and weary. It's not all negative, especially now there is more positive. It outweighs the negatives. Yeah, I could not survive in an environment where it was all negatives. That is why I could not be on that side where they speak doom and gloom and distress. I have to be on the side where it's positivity, upliftment, hope.
But let me tell you something, Philippines. Let me tell you something. You see that gentleman that just spoke? It just made my head start spinning because I went to that high school for my first high school year was right at the same school and just start about. Me know I work here because of that. And it's like me just start tight up. There's a gentleman who I'm a little bit older than me, so he probably went to Exeter before me, so we don't know him. But he went away for 40 odd years. Me never go nowhere. I mean, me go visit, but I've always lived in Jamaica. It's two different perspectives. And I have watched Jamaica since the 70s when I was a boy. I started going Excelsior in 1969 when dollars and cents changed from pounds.
Oh, 2 years.
And let me tell, sorry, I was going to finish. And let me tell you, and I will say it again and again, there has never, and let me repeat, there has never been a time in this country when things have looked so bright, progressive, hopeful, that we would have liked it, we could have lived over about my life now. So that we have plenty more years to enjoy this. Because I knew what I went through, just like the rest of us who went through all of these years of craziness.
Well said, my brother. I don't know what your real name is. My real name is Ruel Brown. I started in 1967.
I'm 1969. So you would have been in church when I got here.
Right, exactly. And, I went to Upper Six, left in 74, worked 1 year at Separate. As a little ghetto youth, left Jamaica with $50. And let me tell you, over the last 14 years, I've been running a scholarship program that I founded called Peace and Love Academic Scholarship named Palace. And I've awarded over 1,000 scholarship, 101 million Jamaican dollars.
Wow.
And believe you me, I love this little place so much, I truly don't know. So it hurts me sometimes when I hear people just spewing negativity, before they go out and try to uplift the country. That's why I say I heard Vegas yesterday, and that brother is passionate. Chops knows the area I'm from. And you guys, I have been listening to you a little more attentively because you are lifting up the country. And I only hope and pray.
Yes, sir.
People start to look within themselves. Let me just add quickly, and I'm going to get off. I have two beautiful daughters. One is a executive director at Google. He's an attorney out of Harvard. I have another daughter. She runs a major company in the United States. My wife passed away 4 years ago. 20, inventions in speech recognition technology. She was recognized as the first Black woman to get a PhD in applied math and computer science from Harvard University. And for me, finishing the top 2% of my engineering class after leaving Excelsior, I have to be proud of this place called Jamaica.
Here. Here, brother. Congratulations, sir. Really appreciate you. And I'm glad you have decided to come home and whatever is there you can do to help this process, because that's what we are supposed to be doing. Helping our country, helping our young people, helping some people who are blinded to see and give hope. And I do respect and I appreciate you, sir. I know the rest of people at the panel have the same kind of sentiment. So God bless you, Mr. Brown. God bless you.
Thank you all so much. Have a good evening. All right.
All right, sir.
Wonderful.
Evening. Guys, what's his name? Vegas, he did a really good live yesterday. I loved it. I wouldn't mind him posting it on YouTube, and then we could cut it up and post it here on TikTok as well. But it was really good, you know. And these are you should, if he gets to post it, I want y'all to listen, and I want you to just echo some of the things that he was saying, because trust me, these things will resonate with people. Watching his live is like he's having a class, right? You learn so much.
Also in a Philippines, last night Chops did a live, and it really hurt me when I couldn't literally get to come to finish watch the live. Chops did a live last night where it literally brought tears to my eyes, because guess what? I love Jamaica so much.
Hold on, Mario. Sorry, here Vegas says him come here, hear him name. Vegas, I'm talking about the live you did yesterday. It was so good. But just want you upload it on your YouTube or somewhere. We need that live that you did yesterday. Go ahead, Mario.
Yeah, that's what I was exactly getting at. And when Mr. Vegas actually, I think he came in the box. You understand those things when those people, because I look up to Mr. Vegas, not just because he's an entertainer and he's somebody that sings some song where we love and all of those stuff. But when they can actually teach us stuff that happened in the 70s, the 80s, and in the 90s, and where is it that we were coming from, and where is it that we are at the present moment now, and to be said, okay, I am a Jamaican, even though I live in Canada. I have a child in Jamaica and all of that. So where is it that we were coming from, and where is it that we are at, and how the current government and what the government is doing now to uplift the country, where I can sit in Canada and hear people talking about Jamaica, and to go to hear people on the international stage, the other leaders talk about how Jamaica is elevating, just as what the Prime Minister is going around the country and doing. I am so much honored, and I am so happy and elated. You want to know why tears came to my eyes last night? When Chopper was actually talking about stuff that happened back then, and just to actually run it in my mind and to try vision it and all up thinking about those things, what my parents, our foreparents and everybody went through. You understand? It was so difficult and hard, and to see where Jamaica is at the present moment and where Jamaica is heading to. I am so proud just to be a resident of Jamaica, to be a citizen of Jamaica as well. You understand? And the Prime Minister, what he is literally doing, and it only pains my heart to literally see what the opposition they're literally doing to Jamaica, not only to the Prime Minister, you know, but to Jamaica and the future of my child. You understand? Because if they're trying to demonize somebody that is doing something wonderful for my country, you understand? And when they have no plans whatsoever, they only want to go in this thing for power. You understand? These are the things that well-thinking Jamaicans should think about and stop. Think about when we are going nyam and all of those stuff. Think about where your country is going and where your country currently. You understand? These are things that we need to think about. You understand? Open our eyes. Look where Jamaica is. You understand? At the present moment and the development that is currently going on now. These are stuff that are very important to me.
Here, brother. Here.
Right, let me read a headline what I just see. I just saw this headline. It says, Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie says the state has rehabilitated some 70 homeless persons
one of whom is now studying to be an attorney.
Oh,
Make that
What did you say?
Jesus.
Wow.
That's thinking.
You need for, say that again, Chuck. Repeat.
State has rehabilitated 70 homeless persons, one of whom is now studying to be an attorney.
Which news media is that? Which paper is that?
And nationwide.
Oh.
You know it wouldn't be Gleaner.
No, that's why I ask the question. I ask. I have to ask. Because it's the paper company now do that.
Let that sink in for the nothing and go on crowd.
Yes.
Right. All of the crowd were nothing and go and make that sink in for them. One of whom is now studying to be an attorney. So when the PMP was in power and they had the homeless to be, they packed them up in a truck and them dumped them in a mud lake in a St. Elizabeth.
And homeless does not need mud, Homeless people don't have a home.
Right. A gentleman came on yesterday and he asked me if a house can stop poverty. Literally somebody asked that question, if a house can stop poverty.
Of course.
The answer was yes. But let me read it again. Local government minister Desmond McKenzie said the state has rehabilitated 70 homeless people, one of whom is now studying to be an attorney. Right? That thinking as some of the comrade them mind. Dash them in a mud lake, rehabilitate them. The choice. As Green said earlier, why is there another choice and who to lead this country?
And Chuck, Chuck and everybody on the panel. I'm Xing out Mr. Vegas out of this. And honestly to God, I only hope when I come to Jamaica, I can literally. Because guess what? We as Jamaican, well-thinking Jamaican, how many entertainers you see take this thing to heart? Mr. Vegas, I want to congratulate you for all that you are doing for Jamaica. Not only to gain back, because the country have, I guess, giving you back, giving you so much because of your entertainment that you did. You understand? And I want to congratulate you so much. You understand? For what is it that a lot of people don't know. You understand? Mr. Vegas, you're out there on the forefront, you understand, trying to let people understand and know what is going on. And I want to congratulate you so much. You understand? Because you're doing an excellent job. A lot of these entertainers don't take the time out. You understand? And you're a very busy man. And a lot of these entertainers do not take the time out to do what is it that you're doing, because you see and you know exactly what is going on. And you didn't have to come on no platform. You don't have to do none of what you're doing now. Just to let people, because you have people that look up to you. You understand? And when you talk, a lot of people do, you know that entertainers have influence on a lot of people. You understand? And when you can take the time out, Mr. Vegas, to educate people and let them know what is going on and to push forward and let people say, look, what is going on in Jamaica? Mr. Vegas, I want to congratulate you so much. There's not enough words to tell you how much I'm grateful. You understand of what is it that you're doing. Personally, God, He knows if there is something that I could have actually give you. I'm a very poor man. You understand? I don't have much. You understand? But I just want to tell you, thank you very much for what is it that you're doing. Because a lot of these entertainers are celebrities. They're not thinking about Jamaica. They're thinking about what is it that they can get or what is it that they're getting. But you take your time out of your busy schedule or out of whatever you're doing, because you don't have to be doing stuff like what you're doing now. And you're taking all these time out to educate people and let them know, look, this is it. This is what we need to fight for. Let's fight for Jamaica. Mr. Vegas, I do salute you, sir. God see and knows. You're a tremendous person, and I want to congratulate you on that. Thank you very much for everything that you're doing, because you're fighting for Jamaica, and once you're fighting for Jamaica, you're fighting for my family. That's my son, my wife, and my mother they're about. You understand? And I want to tell you, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, no, my general. I'm going to give thanks, but at the end of the day, We are fight for all of us, you know. All the PMP them we are fight for, you know. It's just that them oblivious to the truth right now, you know. But all them we are fight for them, you know. Them don't even realize because here we go on. You see a child, you have to keep on letting that child know so the stove hot, you know. You can't just leave the stove on and say, me tell you, say that and make it burning. You have to watch him. And you have to educate him and say, no, don't touch it, I go burn him. Some of them still go touch it, you know, and get burned, you know. But you have to educate them. So even the PMP, them, supporters, them, all them will fight for them, they don't know. Because we do the studies. Go ahead.
Sorry, Vegas. I mean to interrupt you. But guys, I can't stay very long, but I did want to say something about what we're seeing on the screen from Chuck. So, twice defeated Sutherland. So you see that lady on the screen, guys? She was the candidate she was the caretaker for Southeast Clarendon. That's the constituency that I am from. Rudyard Spencer defeated her. Then she run against the great Prezi, Pernell Charles Jr. And of course, him gave her the biggest beating she's ever gotten in her life. And part of the reason why this woman needs to be beaten again is because she really does not have a plan. Don't watch that face where you see brown face and cool ear, that a image, an innocent face, and because them have money and them come from money, she's one of the meanest person you'll ever know. When I say mean, I mean mean in terms of her personality, and I mean in terms of how she treats people. Like, you come into the constituency and you want to be a MP, and yet still she gives nothing to these people. Nothing.
All of the Duncan sisters are the same.
I worked. Everybody on this life supposed to know by now I was a PMP. And I talk about it all the time. I worked in her office, as a matter of fact. Because she opened when she ran against Roddy. That was the time I worked for her. And she opened the office. And that woman would have tried work till all 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They never have insurance, nothing at all, not taxes, contribution, no NIS, nothing at all. But should I try for work people morning, noon, and night? And when I tell you mean, I mean really mean to the people. I can't remember one Christmas in particular. It was a Christmas period. Yeah, it was Christmas. Everybody gathered together and having a conversation as to what is going to happen and the plan for the Christmas and whatever. So everybody I tell her, say, you can buy some Barbie dollies and, put stuff in packages and go around and give to the people. The woman said, no. She knows that them sell dolly downtown. I say dolly downtown, I mean dolly downtown where you can pick up off of the stall them for all $100. You know them little dolly there. Anybody know downtown, the little $200 baby dolly them. And that alone, and the little beanie carry them. And she was adamant say that she go do. She went around in the communities with one Santa big bag and said she a give away. When the people them see what she take out of the bag and give them, the people them in the constituency start cuss. They better you'd come around with some food and give away. Because I disrespect this to her children. She don't have no harm whatsoever. And when you talk to her, she come with her piggish mentality. Like she think a dog she talk to. She's very hostile. And nobody never want her for that reason and many more.
That is PMP 101 for you, know.
Yes, man.
That's PMP 101.
So the people of... Where's she trying to run for next? Eastern St. Andrew?
Eastern, yeah, I think I Eastern today.
If none of you over here, best believe, it better uno don't even try it.
PMP 101 is that they don't think you deserve anything good and they don't think you should want anything good. Right? So, First of all, the doctrine of the PNP is that if you have anything, if you have more than me, if you have more than your neighbor, if you have more than the party leader, I sit in the wrong, you don't forget it. And if you want anything, if you want more than your neighbor, you want more than your party leader, it's because you're bad mind. That is PNP.
Yes, that is the mentality. That is the mentality. I would tell you, say, the woman treat people and talk to people anyhow. When she first hear that I was voting for JLP, you know, she vexed. Somebody call her and tell her that I was down at the school saying something about her. Which, to be honest with you, I wasn't saying anything about her. I was just saying, me not vote back for her. Me I vote for Pernell and me a liberate. And I wasn't hiding it pretty much. And she come down at the school.
Does she come for one vote?
1 second, guys.
Come for one vote.
She come for a vote.
But that is PNP 101, Miss Chin. And she's going to be 3 times defeated and 3 times rejected. Because the constituent that she's going is not a handout constituency she's going in. She's going in a constituency that demands representation and like to have things done. But give me a second, let me play. This is the interview with Desmond McKenzie this morning, and I even did hear it.
We have rehabilitated close to 70 such individuals who we have taken off the street, have put them back into their homes. We have one now who is now training to become a lawyer. You know, so there are some success stories. But on a homelessness, one appeal I can make is that there are many of these people who their relatives have turned their backs on them, who have abandoned them. So on today, as Homeless Day, as we commemorate the day, this is a call for parents of our relatives to become more responsible, you know, take them, because a lot of people abandon their families. They leave them in the hospitals and they become a social case. Our infirmaries have to take some of them and it becomes a burden on the state.
So, there you have it. So, as I said before, one party put them in a truck and go dump them in a mud lake, and the next one rehabilitate them. Right, but Mario, earlier you said something.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. As me telling them I couldn't talk long, but I just want to finish it. So she come down to the school and she upset and whatever, but she not say anything to me. She started to address me by my. She usually call me by my pet name, which is everybody know Miss Chin. Then all of a sudden now she start propping me up, Miss Todd. So I say, call me by my regular name. You know, normally Miss Todd, Miss I want to. I Miss Chin same way. And I heard that you were down here saying some stuff. Is it that you're no longer voting? I said, yeah, big and serious. I'm no longer voting for you. Come in and say the sense. You're not serving a purpose. It's time for you left Southeast Clarendon. I'm tell her my mind. So unlike most of the people, them were afraid to tell her. All them don't vote. The amount of people they don't vote for her, especially the people that will work same place in our office. It's either them don't vote or them vote for Pernell Charles. That alone supposed to tell Eastern St. Andrew, the type of person that she is. If the people that work in our office don't vote for her or vote against her, that alone supposed to tell you the type of person that woman was.
The thing with her, you know, and I tell you this, the only reason why she's still given a seat to sit in her run is that her last name is Duncan.
Yes.
And as long as you're a Duncan in the PNP, you'll always get a seat.
Yeah, man, loyalty to the father, you know, and not only that, you know, her husband name carry a lot of weight too, you know. The husband name Sutherland, you know, and the Sutherland, them have a money people them in this country. Them name carry a lot of weight. Along with the father. The father, I'm not going to speak against him. I'll be a wicked person to speak against him. Politically, I can't say anything about him, but in terms of how he treated me as a person, I can't disrespect him, so I'm going to not say anything where the father is concerned. A matter of fact,
the Minister of Mobilization, the man that was charged in the 70s.
No man, that's why I said politically I cannot say. Politically, we know them a PMP, we know them style. But as a person, me can say it was good to me as a person. But politically, we know them style politically. Patricia was terrible politically, personally. She was not like her father. She was worse than her father in every sense of the way.
Excuse me, Vegas will be live at 4:30.
I go live 4:30
today, yes.
Mr. If it worse,
thank you so much.
If it worse, and don't can no, I know something easy if you do, you know. Let me tell you something, Mr. When I look at Mr. I'm going to say this. In 1980, when that election was boiling up, every time DK Duncan opened his mouth, Michael Manley lost a minimum of 50 votes. I'm not joking. Every time that man opened his mouth in the run up to the election, because them the time the election call long time, we know long time. So election, the hot campaigning period is a long time, like maybe like about
1 year.
No, really. We know the election of a call. But I mean, when the announcement and running up to the announcement make with the date, it's a good length, a good stretch of time. And I say every time, up to the very week, when an election I go run, and that man opened his mouth, me know say some vote drop off a tree. Like you say mango tree, mango season, mango drop. I see him here, so hey, me done.
On this spot survey that we did using the YSF workers, put the total at about over 3,000, close to 3,600, with the greater portion of that in the corporate area. What the survey did show.
Miss Chin, what they can do as well, I'm not sure if
Hold on. What we discovered is that while the survey captured them on our streets in the day, a significant number of them go home at night. So you see there is some problem in really determining what is. But it would be safe to say that we have more than 2,500 that would live on the street or would find the facilities that we have created across the country.
All right, Candy.
Alright, so what I'm saying is that Miss Chin, so what you could do too as well, because it's 145 person here on the live. Was the live screen recording or anything when she made the points? Or can it be?
The live is automatically recorded by TikTok.
Automatically recorded by TikTok.
Alright, so that clip in that portion that she was talking about, that can be posted as well and reshare so it can go out as well. Because I don't think it will reach to everyone just by the live.
What you all can do too, is record it and
that's what I'm saying.
Put it in a video, with and send it out. Instead of the news, the whatever in the background, that sound. Yeah, okay.
But a lot of people don't know this as well, Miss Chin. The same lady went over to Southeast St. Anne to run because she wanted a safe seat, which was Lisa Anna's seat. You understand? And the people of Southeast St. Anne, me not like them, even though they may come from, God forgive me if you say so. You understand? But those people rejected her. You understand? Because they can see straight to her. They can see straight
as they come. Her message, her message was prosperity, That's what she came with, And her message was that she don't believe she don't give nobody nothing, because she don't believe in handouts. So I was one of the persons that said to her, it's not necessarily a handout, because when she came to my community, I remember a lady in particular asked her to help her put some goods in her shop. The lady even said to her, all of my pitney them a PMP, and me have enough. So just help me put some stuff in my shop. And she said she don't believe in a handout. And I said to her, that's not handout. You're helping one family, and that family can help so much. When you put 2 little groceries in that woman's shop, She can turn over $1 over and over and over and over again to feed her children.
Exactly.
What do you mean? That's not handout. Handout if the woman they tell us that she beg you $5,000. And then every minute you have to give her $5,000. I say you can give somebody in the community one wheelchair. Because the community people alone will love you just to get that one person their wheelchair. Because everybody knows that the person is in need. That's need. I say I can't tell her the half. I would never end if I was telling her everything about her.
That's the thing, you know, Miss Chin, and this is what a lot of people I'm trying to push across. That's the thing. But I always say, PMP love the poor. That's what they dwell on. The poor people, they don't want to give them the mentality, said, all right, I'm going to teach you to fish. You understand? So you cannot come to me to get a fish every day. So that lady would go to her and say to her, say, help me stock out the shop. She knows that the lady now going to depend on her again. You understand? And those are the things the people's not, the PNP don't love them. Don't love that they love when people come to them and then can't get them a $2,000 and a $5,000. It's just beg to say the same man where you hear, I go say $15,000 minimum wage, the government I get that can't do that. I see a man you say gone on the PMP bus can't make them get them $2,000. And by the end of the day, them reach at the conference, PMP still asks back for the $2,000. So these are the things people need to understand as the PMP really no mean Jamaica no good. You understand? And it is so much close to my heart where military want to see Jamaica continue on the trajectory that it is on. And if people keep on sitting down and say, Andrew is a must, Andrew are going to win, is a must, Andrew are going to win. The PMP has a plan to destroy Jamaica. You understand? And that how they start by going after the Prime Minister. You understand? So those are the things. I don't want people just sit down and say, Andrew are going to win, Andrew are going to win. No, Andrew can lose. You understand? By corrupt and wicked PMP, if we as well-thinking Jamaicans and as Jamaica Labour Party supporters don't go and back our Prime Minister and say, look, you see an election day or before election day, let's just do what we're doing now. You understand? To let people understand. That's the reason why, you know, whenever I say Chuck, Chopper, Vegas, Rusty, and all of those people go live, I always try, no matter what is it that I'm doing, I always drop what I'm doing and listen. You understand? Because these guys can teach us something that we can understand and know that, look, this is where Jamaica was. This is what Jamaica is, and this is where Jamaica is going. We can determine that. You understand? So that's the reason when people are going to sit down and say, boy, Andrew are going to win, Andrew are going to win. I don't want us to think that way. Just as though Philippian think. Some of the time I'm very nervous. Honestly to God, I'm nervous. And it pain my heart to see the great work what the man I do and people still try to demonize this man. You understand how the man lift up Jamaica. This little evil woman when me say so she got jump all over the place like she's a Jack's ball. And that's what their thing is, just to get power, nothing else. Nothing else. They might come out and I say, oh, the government I give 300% to politicians. They are the one that's saying it, you know. But yet still they do take it. Mark Golding are the highest paying politician in Jamaica. And a lot of people don't talk about it. Mark Golding get more money than the Prime Minister. Mark Golding say I donate half of it to charity. What charity? Mark Golding charity. Can this make sense? Mark Golding, the same person that go to Bahamas, donate $20 million to Bahamas to make up small houses, cheap house or whatever. You understand? And this same Mark Golding, you understand? His constituency is the worst, one of the worst in Jamaica. People are killing off them one another. And people, we need to understand and go out there. The Gleaner not going to talk about this, you know. They're not going to talk about how Mark Golding take $20 million US go give Bahamas. They're not going to talk about it. You understand? So that's the reason why we supposed to go out there and preach all of this to people. Preach it every single day, every second we can get. Once we're free, just do it, because we're doing it. That just for our recognition. We're just doing it. We're doing this for Jamaica, and Jamaica is what we're fighting for.
Alvin Horton. Alvin, you can open your mic. Alvin?
Mark Golden is the highest paying politician in Jamaica, sir. What's your name? Mark Golden is the highest paying politician in Jamaica because the raise that they're so-called talking about the government has given, he didn't decline it. He have accepted it. So that means he's getting higher pay than the Prime Minister. So he's the highest paying politician in Jamaica. Talking about the government.
Donald, Yvette.
He didn't decline it. Yeah.
Yvette, we don't want to hear the music in the background. Donald, you are the one who has. You have you have the background music. Donald. Yes, you have to turn down the music totally. Turn it off, please. No, because you turned it. I'm not hearing it now because you turned it off. Welcome.